Hello guys, and welcome back to another cold stream. On today's stream, as you can tell by the title and the thumbnail, we are going to be ranking every single archetype today. However, we have a whole bunch more stuff to do prior to that. And I say every single archetype, it's not going to be every single archetype. I'm sure there's going to be something missing, and more importantly, it's going to be a little bit more difficult to find the newer stuff, but I'm going to do my best to try and find like all of the archetypes as best I can. And we're going to go over all of them. Ranked in how good they are, or how good they have been throughout history, competitively, specifically. I think I've already done this before, but we're going to do it again. You're going to forget to rank the Malevorous archetype? True. I probably will. What's up, Splendid? First things first, there's a new OCG ban list. Now, granted, I'm like the only person that I know or that I watch who covers the OCG in any regard, and I barely cover it, but I do like to cover the ban lists because it gives us a hint into Master Duel, so we're going to go from there. However, I always like to look at the OCG metagame. I always just find it entertaining to look at, and so we're going to look at the metagame prior to the ban list, and it's kind of interesting. It's pretty diverse, but Tyr is still like the third best deck. The new Centurion is pretty good. The new Labyrinth with the new cards is still pretty good. Pearly, as expected. And Rescue Ace is the best deck. But then we have things like Fire King in here with some of the new support, which I believe there's a deck list here for. Yeah, there's a deck list. It's like just regular ass Fire King, which is very funny. The OCG ban list is actually good this time. Ooh, interesting. Yeah, I haven't checked it, but there's that. New Fire King stuff is super cool. Notably, I would imagine like the Sinful Spoil stuff is... I don't want to say that that's likely to be hit, but it should be, because that's like in every deck, because it's just insane advantage. So there's that. I would imagine Pearly's to be hit. I imagine Tyr is to be hit. Stuff like that. They're probably going to ban like Merly or something stupid like that, like they did in Master Duel, but I don't know. Centurion's new, so I doubt that that's going to receive any sort of hits. Same with Labyrinth. Labyrinth is kind of new. It's using newer cards, so there's that. Runic will likely get hit. As for the rest, I genuinely have no idea. The Sinful stuff is the new adventure at this point. Yeah, basically, which is why the OCG is going to hit it. Anyway, so that's the metagame. Moving on to the actual ban list. Armageddon Knight is going from 2 to 3. This is fine. I don't think this changes anything. I'm trying to think if this actually does change anything in the OCG. Honestly, I think this could go to 3 in the TCG. I think this could go to 3 anywhere. It's a little bit of a problem, but most of the time you're using it for its non-once per turn effect on summon with something like, oh, what is it? Isolde. So you summon it off of Isolde, and at that point it's a one of anyway, and you actually don't want to draw it. Most of the time I'm not seeing this played in anything else. Like, I guess this is a boost to like Orchist. Yeah, that's totally fine. Motorbike. Don't know why this was summoned. I genuinely don't. Sure. Trickstar Light Stage to 3. That's fine. Lots of unhits, which is surprising. Meow Meow Mew from 2 to 3. Sure, why not? Yeah, I see nothing wrong with this. Prank Kids are just not enough anymore. That's it. Monster that needs a normal summon. Cringe. No Maxi. Well, this is currently the Unlimits. Who knows? Maybe there will be a Max C on here. There's not going to be. New Semis. This already, because there is new Semis, I'm already saying that this is a bad list. Cards should not go from 3 to 2. They should only go from 1 to 2. And I already know that that's not the case. Yeah, the semi-limited list just shouldn't exist. It's so bad. But alas, here we are. Moving on, we have Airlifter. Sure, I guess. What does this accomplish? Nothing. It kind of hurts the consistency of Rescue Ace. This is their best starter. Don't get me wrong. This is a good hit. Just put it to 1. Putting it to 2 barely does anything. Delicious Memory from 3 to 2. Similarly, put this to 1. Put this to 1. Why would this not go to 1? Why would either of these go to 2? That doesn't change anything with the deck list. Unless they have other hits to these decks, these are terrible hits. And also, I would have preferred, even if they have other hits, I would have preferred this just go to 1. The OCG loves the semi-limited list for no reason. It's not good. It doesn't change anything most of the time. So, alas. Rivalry from 3 to 2. Talk about a no... Just a no impact change. A nothing change. A who cares change. Sure, whatever. Girsu from 1 to 2. Sure, this could go back to 3. I think it's in 3 in Master Duel and it's not doing anything. Sure. Supreme King Dragon Darkworm from 1 to 2. I will say this until my prediction is correct, and that is every single Pendulum card could come off of the list except for Plushfire at least 1. Most of them to 3 if you ban Electromite. And then you could start printing good Pendulum cards. And actual Pendulum archetypes, and not just more generic Pendulum support if you banned Electromite. So to me it's always depressing, because I know that Electromite's never going to be banned in the OCG, and I highly doubt that it's going to be banned in Master Duel, and I'm almost certain that it's going to become limited and come off of the list in the TCG faster than it's going to be. My prediction is going to happen. But there you go. There should only be 4: unlimited, banned, limited, and malicious. True. What's up, Ebel? Ascended, I wish I could tell you why Konami decides to do things the way that they do with the OCG ban list, but it genuinely is the testing ground for most things, so I'm fine with it being absolutely fucking insane, because with the OCG being crazy, that at least means that the TCG is, like, decent. The TCG has been great for, like, years now, so it's a give and take. Why was Darkworm limited back in the day? Because it's a really good, just generic Pendulum card. If you control no monsters, you can place a Supreme King Pendulum. It's just a free Pendulum. It basically gets you Gate 0, which is a 0. I mean, it locks you into Darks, but that doesn't really matter when you have things like Electromite. On top of that, if it's normal or special, you can also add the Spring Gate as well, which is even more valuable, and stuff like that. It's a free special. It's a free Pendulum with, like, a really good scale. It's an extra level 4 body. It happens to be a Dark Dragon. Like, there's a bunch of reasons. It's just, like, a good Pendulum card, as is the case with most of the Pendulum cards, where it's just like, oh yeah, this was just limited because it's been there for a while, kind of thing, and it's just stayed that way for a while. But you just play 1 Darkworm and 3 Dragon Shrine to get it into the grave where you want it? I mean, you can. You could also play it at 3 and just, like, have it as an additional normal summon to get you the correct Pendulum scale. That's what they used to do. Or what they kind of did. It depends on the deck that you're playing. I think now, most of the time, you'd probably just play it at 1 with Dragon Shrine. But, like, in the past, you'd play it at 3 because it's just, like, an insane scale, basically, by searching out the Supreme Gate. And it's also a Dark Dragon, which leads into a whole bunch of other things. And it's a Pendulum, so you can go into Electromite. Hooray. Anyway, doesn't really matter. Draconic Diagram, going from 1 to 2. Not sure how I feel about that one. I personally just hate Draconic Diagram. I just don't like it as a card to design. But yeah, this could totally come back to 3. This is fine. Map! Oh my gosh! Konami! Let's go! Gate is a scale 13, which is basically anything. Yeah. I think the highest level is 12, so... It's basically, if you have a low scale, you can get anything of those higher levels, which is kind of crazy. But let's go! Map! Finally. Flunder should not be as heavily limited as it is in the OCG. It's the only deck that plays around Maxi. And I feel like that was the whole fucking point of the deck. And Konami said, nah, kill it. It dies. What format has more players, OCG or TCG? Master Duel. I think it's TCG at this point, because there's just more, like, more of the world has TCG as their format. I think the OCG is like 5 countries. It's not a lot. Who are you and what have you done with Konami? New limits. Tier limits, cash tira. Every tier name at 1. They said all of them. Put them all to 1. To be fair, that deck has been meta for ages, sure. But holy crap, that's so funny. The ban list is so bad that they had to limit every single tier name and ban Kit Kalos, because the rest of their meta is so shit. Do you know what's funny? In the TCG, tier might start seeing play because Kashtira died off. But even with that being said, it didn't see play for ages. Even with triple Rhino triple Perlarino, full Kashtira engine, all of that jazz. Just like, dude, hello? Have we not noticed that it's not tier, it's the fucking Maxi, it's all of these other crap cards that are surrounding it? Oh, it's so funny. Oh, I would imagine tier is going to get, like, obliterated. Block Dragon from 2 to 1. Sure. Konami have... It's banned in the other 2 games. It's banned in Master Duel. It's banned in the TCG. Just ban the card. Obviously, this card is a problem. Just ban it. Why is it still at more than 1 copy? At 1 or more copies? Just ban it. No one likes this card. Newly Forbidden. Agito. Cool. I want to see every single Ishizu on here. That's it. But I said no semi. You're right. It should be at 0. Anyway. Agito. Kelbeck. Let's go! Every Ishizu name should be on this list! Let's go! A step in the right direction. All of the Ishizu cards are absolutely bullshit and shouldn't exist. They are too dumb. I personally don't hate the Millers as much as I hate the Shufflers. Having banishable at quick effect, having at quick effect speed disruption from the graveyard for the graveyard that you can't, like, interact with effectively because it banishes for cost is so unbelievably toxic. But being able to mill cards is kind of stupid. So, Pog. Please, Mudora and Keldo. It would make my brain so happy to see every single one of them banned. Damn it! Okay, Rongo Nimiad is on here, that's fine. Yeah, the 2 Millers make sense. That kills tier efficiently. Kind of. But yeah, that's great hits. Rongo Nimiad, this card has been around for this long? Dear Lanta. Also Chaos Ruler? Fuck yeah, baby. Okay, these are some good bans. It's another step in the right direction, but like, dear Lanta, come on. Obviously, the problem is not Maxi, it's tier. We're gonna only give map back at 2. We're gonna put rivalries to 2. That's gonna matter. The 2 best decks, they're gonna have their shit hit, right? We're going to nuke tier, but we're not going to touch either of the other 2 top decks. Oh my gosh. Good bans, great bans, phenomenal bans. Chaos Ruler, good riddance, you will not be missed. Rongo Nimiad, same thing. Agito, same thing. All great bans. The limits, I don't hate. This should be up here. Why is Rivalry semi'd? What? These aren't doing anything. I guess technically now you are more likely to whiff on your reveal off of My Friend Pearly with Delicious Memory. And with Sleepy Memory at 1, this, like, kind of matters. But come on. Tier got worse hits than Dragon Ruler at this point. Did they? Dragon Rulers have all been banned. Like, every single one of the Dragon Rulers have been banned. No, I guess when they banned the the big boys, they unlimited the babies, right? So yeah, no, I guess you're right. But, yikes. This is so funny. Rescue Ace did not get touched. The best deck in the format just got better. Like, by far. Tier, the other competitor for the metagame, out of the top 3 decks, Tier is dead. Tier is no longer a top tier strategy, realistically. It's just not going to be consistent enough to realistically be able to play the game. Pearly is still top. Rescue Ace is still top. It's now more of a two deck format because these hits are basically nothing. I guess like some of the other decks might have a better chance now, like Centurion and stuff, but yeah, Lab is still untouched. I guess Rivalry kind of hurts. No, it doesn't. I'm lying to you. It doesn't do anything. This is just so. Chaos Ruler and Kelbeck in next are next in Master Duel. I sure hope so. Chaos Ruler is banned because of Tier, and Tier is doing nothing without Revolution Synchron and Vsauce support. Chaos Ruler can still get banned. Chaos Ruler is a bullshit card. I hate when people are like, the only reason Tier is doing well is because of Assault Synchron and because of Chaos Ruler. The top decks consistently. I've been checking on the meta in the OCG. The top decks consistently with Tier have not been playing the Chaos Ruler stuff. It's not been like Punk stuff or Assault Synchron stuff. It's just been like a Tier deck. You just have triple Tier Limits Kashtira and like a bunch of hand traps. Like it's just regular Tier, but Max C exists, so it doesn't fucking matter. That was it. It was the same stuff. They weren't abusing this. Like sometimes they would, and it would make the deck stronger in some instances, but most of the time it was just like, nah, it's just Tier. Tier make Chaos Ruler being banned more than Dragon Link. No, it's... Yes, in the OCG, because Dragon Link literally can't exist in the OCG because of Max C. But, like... Or, I think it's just the OCG players just don't want to play Dragon Link for some reason. I genuinely don't know why. They just don't. I don't know. They like Tier. They're waifu players. We get it. But, oh, dear Lanta. I rarely saw Chaos Ruler in Tier lists. Most of the time, it was in other such, like, bullshit, random combo-ass decks, like Adamant Spader, or what have you, that were just like, I'm just going to send 1,000,000 cards to the graveyard. I'm going to play Grass, because Grass is still legal. Every time I look at an OCG ban list, I'm like, it's a step in the right direction. Maybe next time they'll actually do something good. And I was like, yeah, that's it every time. I'm like, hey, this is actually decent, but it's not enough. There's so much more that needs to be on here. Grass, Maxi, other such floodgates, like... No, I guess... I don't know. Block Dragon should be banned and not just limited. Better hits to Rescue Ace and Pearly and what have you. Like, I don't know. There's... Flunder shouldn't be as hit as it is. There should be, like, no cards on the semi-limited list unless they're coming from 3 to... Or from 1 to 2. Boo. Boo! No more Tier Limit Synchron. Oh no. OCG really hates tier limits, don't they? Do people actually think that tier is that bad? Like, why did they release the deck? That's the question. Money. No, it was a good deck. It was an interesting idea. It was just... Like, yeah, obviously money. That's why they release every single fucking archetype. What the fuck do you mean? But, like, no, Tier Limits was actually a good archetype. It was interesting. It was dynamic. It played well with the rest of the metagame. And then they released the Ishizu card and threw that out the window. Yeah. Tier... This had been the tier meta... Was it 2 years? When was Pote released in the OCG? Was it actually I think it was actually. Oh my gosh. Yeah. 2 years. Tyr had been around for 2 years in the OCG. Of course it gets fucking nuked. And it's not even like nuked. It's just heavily limited. They got rid of a whole bunch of mill options. That's it. That's all that happened. Now you can't mill as effectively. You now have to play like Dangers or something like that. Anyway. Whatever. Let's move on. We have meme review. Meme review. Stuff like that. I don't have hope for this. But after the OCG ban list, how much worse could it get? Let's find out. This week's memes. Oh lord, what was I thinking? By Buttness. Oh no. Oh, I'm well aware that these are going to be terrible, but I figured let's go down before we go back up. My honest reaction to getting told that kaijus can out my boss monster. They can out 90% of monsters in the game. Okay, sarcasm. Sarcasm in text. Sarcasm in text, chat. Chuckles, I'm in dangers. Ogre's effect excavating the top 5 cards of my deck. The 1 copy of Branded Fusion allowed. The player base versus Master Duel animators. Yu-Gi-Oh players. Konami. It's Gen X. Yep. Fair enough, yeah. Where's the Noir animation? Where's the Fenris animation? Nah, we get Locomotion Gen X. Cool. Yu-Gi-Oh players have to read a new Pendulum monster. You can remove 6 spell counters. Spell from your deck to your hand. Long text. Ahaha. Pearly is too cute to pass up, but too strong for gold. Moving on to a higher rank. Thanks, guys. So long, partner. What is happening? What? Ghost Trick. Why is Frightfur? Bees! I like how some of these are generally just like genuinely terrible decks, and then it's like, oh yeah, and bees. Bees and Frightfur. Whatever. I don't. Sure. This sucks. This is just Yeah, sure. Yeah. There's a spy among us? Oh. This is the most upvoted. This is the most upvoted? This. Hey, there's unity in the word. Unity. Unity's bad. There it is. There it is, chat. Oh my gosh. This is... Okay. We're gonna move on. I love the structured decks in Master Duel. You guys always act like you're better than me. Oh, it's the Duel Link structures. Wait, this structure deck was fire. What are you talking about? This literally was a meta deck for ages. Same with this one. Ah, yeah, the Dark Magician one is so much better. What are you talking about? These were literally 2 top-tier strategies. These weren't. None of these were. Maybe Salad, I guess. Yikes. Cringe. No. Wrong. Where's Ninja? True. Where's Ninja? At least put Ninja on here instead of Dark Magician. As you wish. I want to sleep with my little bean man. My little bean man. Alright, this one's funny. I don't know why I thought this one funny. I want to sleep with my little bean man. Fantastic. Alright. Alright, this one's funny. Alright, moving on. Fits like that, right? When a dead deck is waiting for support. When a dead deck gets support. Huh? What does this mean? Is this like they're rising from the grave? Or is this like they're now actually dead? This doesn't make sense. This could be interpreted two different ways. And also... Huh? Should these be flipped? I feel like these should be flipped. Am I wrong? Because they're buried, right? And then, hey, at least there's something. Now there's flowers and grass. Am I wrong? Am I going crazy? These should be flipped. Anyway, moving on. I'm just... Okay. Trash. This thing is the most scary card I ever saw in my life. Oh, Dark Designator. I'm just really feeling low. I can put your opponent's garnets in their hand. What does Dark Designator do? I'm sorry, excuse me, what? I'm sorry, what is this card? I now have to read Dark Designator. One is content with being in the grave while the other is digging itself out. Is that what they were going for? Because I could not tell. Declare a monster name. If the declared name is in your opponent's deck, add one of that card to your opponent's hand. Oh no, now I have a driver in my hand. Heaven forbid. I swear, sometimes Yu-Gi-Oh! Players just post like, oh my gosh, I just read this card for the first time. And that's the whole post. They just put it into a meme format. And it's not even like a good meme format. It's just... Here you go. Free Jiao in hand. Tribute summon driver for game. Gradles are very persuasive. Nice boss monster. It would look cooler if it was on my side of the field. Negate. Reconsider. Simply draw the one of. They no read. Incredible. This isn't even a meme format. It's just... Gradles. Their memes are as bad as their deck building. Bingo. Nice Floodgate, nerd. My opponent's setting 5 and passing. Me with evenly. Moving on. It will never happen, but when I think the meme is well done! When Master Duel gets a goat mode. Boomer. Finally. Inner peace. It will never happen. But I think the meme is well done. No shot. They looked at this meme and said, that's funny. These people aren't real. I don't believe that. I don't believe that these people are actually humans. Or if they are, they've never interacted with another human being in their life. Or at the very least, their inner circle of people that they do interact with are the most bland, tasteless people who eat plain rice with nothing else on it. They don't have any taste in their tongue, in their brain, in anything. They don't exist. They are the definition of basic. Holy crap. It's Reddit. What did you expect? For someone to not actually say that they think that their meme is good when it's this. Anyway, moving on. I already have read the title for this next one, and it's great. Hey ho, oh hey ho ho, Tomahawk has got to go. Your opponent goes first. They summon Fenris. They summon another level 7. Galaxy Tomahawk. What are we scared of with Galaxy Tomahawk? Like, that's my genuine question. What are we scared of? Are we scared of a rival cybers? Because if we are, sure. I guess we just can't out towers right now, even though Pearly is literally the best deck. But sure. What? It's fine. It's fine. Galaxy Tomahawk is so bad and plays into so many different things. I do not care. Whatever. It's just, yeah, sure. You can have Galaxy Tomahawk. That's fine. But yeah, Galaxy Tomahawk is dumb and should probably be banned. What is this? Maizen Blast. Okay, smart guy. Let's see you change their battle positions. What card is this? Is this a ninja reference? Is this... I don't care. I don't care. Same energy. One Piece, Chaos Angel. Oogie. It's Geo. It's Joe Biden. Thank you. That's Geo? Sure. Okay. Whatever. I figured. These... okay. Friendship ended with Aquas. Now reptiles are my best friend. What does this have to do with anything? Uh-huh. Is this... What is this in reference to? Who is posting that? Is this the same guy who posted the previous Gradle one? It fucking is. I knew it! I knew it. You, the unfunny one. Come here! I'm gonna slap your ass. Not funny and very cringe as always. Thank you, Ricardo. Finally, no Maxi memes! The Biden meme was pretty funny. I swear, people see just Joe Biden. You could just put a picture of Joe Biden and just say, Joe Biden. And people would find that hilarious. Huh? Huh? The snakes are still Aquas, I think? Oh. Yeah, I'm aware of that. Do I care? Cool, they're all Aquas. Great. Is the joke the fact Gradle Cobra is an Aqua? I'm confused. According to original poster, yes. But when the top comment is the poster explaining the joke. No shot. That's actually what happened. Reddit is a mistake. After seeing the Dragoonity one, they should have just skipped this week. Thank you! Thank you! Yeah! All of the Master Duel memes. These surely were some of them. Of all the Master Duel memes. Yep. The Biden one is the best one of this week, and it's not even close. Really? As opposed to... Where was it? This one? As opposed to the one that's actually good? The one that actually looks good and is funny? What? Huh? We're comparing that to this. Bruh. It's recency bias. They saw that one sooner. They scrolled down. They forgot about the one that was actually good in the Jerry Beans Man, and then they kept scrolling. And this one was like the second one from the bottom. So they went, oh, Joe Biden. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Let's now talk about some tournaments happening in Master Duel. To cleanse the palate before we actually do some rankings. Okay, let's quickly go through this. So this is single elimination bracket, so it's not Swiss, and it is one deck with a best of 3, no side deck, notably. But it's also decayed, so I do not trust his community in the slightest. They are the worst players I've ever seen in my entire life. So there you go. Moving on. Pearly, Dragon Link, Labyrinth, Sword Soul, Lyralist, Cry Brigade, Pog, etc., etc. I genuinely don't care. And who wins but Lyralist, Cry Brigade? Let's fucking go, chat! Claps in chat. Cry Brigade. This is why I do not trust. I saw the Mayakashi. I'm sure it'll be here, trust. But I saw the Lyralist Cry Brigade, and I said, I know who's playing this, and I know that they're an actually good player, so of course they will win, because everyone else playing in this tournament is probably ass. And I was absolutely right. This list is so good. Triple droplet. I hate it. I hate droplet, but it's very good in a best of 3. I also hate access code, but again, it's very good in a best of 3. Moving on. What the fuck is this? Okay. What even is this? This is why I don't trust these tournaments. Because it shows up with stuff like this, and I'm just like, yeah, sure, I guess. Who cares? Moving on. Sword Soul! Sword Soul. Pearly. With 1 Divicarnate. No shot we're playing Where Art Thou. Colossus Pass! What's up, Hayes? Oh my gosh, Card of Demise. This is not IKEA furniture. Hold on. This is not IKEA Labyrinth. This is Trap Card Labyrinth. I hate it here. Dragon Link with Santa? No shot. 60 cards! I hate that. Why are we playing 60? Why are you playing 60? Why are you playing 6-0? Why? Why would we do this to ourselves? This looks like a bricky mess. Okay, moving on. 45. Okay. Triple Droll. Droll is not that good. Bring back Card of Demise? Please no. No. Just ban the card. We don't need that. It's fine. We don't need it. Hilarious. Oh my gosh, a good list. A good, Labyrinth list. No, just kidding. They're playing Ariane. Damn it. That was so close. So close to greatness. And then they said, fuck it, Ariane. No. Bring back Mystic Mine? No. Shut your ass up. No. No. Keep it in hell, where it belongs. Normal Boy. Hold on. Kid Boy got second, right? No, Kid Art. Never mind. 1 Imperm? Oh, that is weird. Alright. Scareclaw. Whoa, Pog. Anyway, moving right past that. Oh, cool. Naturia. No shot. No shot. We are main decking Triple Herald of the Abyss. Okay. We're gonna... Yep. Pearly! With way too many Dark Worlds. But okay. Red? Red Reboot. Why? Just play a Kaiju. Oh my gosh. Hooray. Sword Soul. And there's my Akashi in top 16, right where it belongs. Is this just an FTK? Like, you hope your opponent draws Max C and that they activate it? Oh, no. Right. They actually have a trap that now just says, stop. Hammer time. Fun. This looks like a very fun list. 2 Pot of Desires. 1 Zombie World. I don't trust. How many hand traps would you recommend in a regular deck as max? That entirely depends on the deck. I would say 6 to 12 is generally how many you want. if you can play more, that is better. But honestly, it's more about non-engine pieces rather than specifically hand traps. Mayakashi. It's a little based. I'll give them that. Like, this is at least interesting. But also, sadly, it's just Masterful Mayakashi Shiranui Saga Turbo. Anyway. Just give the deck a stun trap instead of good support. That's a Mayakashi card. Yeah. It's meant for the archetype. I know. And it's still just a stun card. It's just Scythe. It's just Scythe. This is just Scythe Turbo. That's all that this is. Am I wrong? What else are they gonna do? FTK you with Maxi. It's cool, Copium. Yo, Sprite! Hold on. No. Hold on. What is happening? This isn't Sprite. This is bad. Man, they really had to limit blue and jet. Pearly. Punk can't. Let's go! Let's go, Victinium! I gotta love this. It's bullshit turbo. These are... I can't take these tournaments seriously. Every time I look at them, I'm just like, damn. Ash versus Ghostbell? Ghostbell is much less likely to actually work. It's not bad, but it's one of the worst hand traps. At least right now. Could be better if, like, Labyrinth gets better. 16 Pearly! Out of 50 players, 16 of them played Pearly. 5 played Makonko. Every single one of those people, I hope they break their toes. Sword Soul, Runic, Naturia, Woo, Dragon Link, Tri-Brigade, Sprite. And Pearly won. And Tri-Brigade Sprite came in second. Pog, a Sprite player that's not on random bullshit, actually ended up taking second in a tournament. Now, granted, this is an actual based tournament format in rounds of Swiss into a one deck 15 card side into a top cut. Incredible. So yeah, no wonder Sprite with a side deck did better. Also, triple token collector. What the fuck are we playing with triple token collector? Are we that scared of Sword Soul? What? Tri has never left the meta. It's just that people stopped playing it. What is this? What would you classify this deck as? Chat. What would this deck be? Cybers? Just Cybers? Just like how we, mark Pendulum? It's just Cybers. It's like Dinos. Man, I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. Anyway, moving on. Certified Shapeshifter. Gale Dogra. No shot we're playing Gale Dogra. Based. This is the first, list of Makonko that I've actually been interested in looking at. Just because my boy. Circular in its consequences. Let's go, Gale. Gale! Dogra! Alright, this is based. Okay, it's not actually, because it's still Makonko, but a Gale Dogger is based. Sword Soul. Oh, another 60 card list. Oh, what? Oh, I saw a Punk card. Triple Snow. It's Snow Turbo. That's what this is. This is Snow Turbo. Cybers plus DD Crow /code. I want to die. I hate these lists. I hate them so much. 27 UR crafts, by the way. That's very funny. Pearly! Pog. More Pearly. And that's it. I love it. Alright, moving on. 128 players for free entry. One One deck, 15 card side, best of 3. That's all. That's it. That's the whole format. I do not... Oh, it was an event stream on YouTube. Okay. I have no idea what this format is, though. I don't know if this is Swiss or just a best of 1 or a single elim or double elim. I should do a double elim tournament. Dragon Link, Pog. Dragon Link, let's go. Sword Soul. Branded stuff. I guess this is just branded. What's left of it, at the very least. That was it. That was the whole thing. Excuse me, what the fuck? Huh? Did I miss something? Oh shit. I did. What are my thoughts on a Rise Heart coming to Master Duel? Please. Just get me out of the current thing that we're in. Bro, why? True. True. Alright. Let's move on from all of that. Let's wipe that from our brains. And let's talk about every single archetype in Yu-Gi-Oh! Part 1. There's a part 2 here. Is there a part 3? Nope. There is a link to part 1. But I feel like there's a lot of decks missing because it ends with W. Which worries me. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Let me real quick look up Yu-Gi-Oh! Archetypes. Does anyone have a list that, like, they've used for every archetype? Because I've done, like... I think I've done this one. Which was kind of every archetype. But it also wasn't all of them. And... that's the OCG tier list. Every dinosaur archetype. Cool. I think I saw one for... oh no. Oh no. Oh no. VTuber fighting game archetypes. Sometimes you just need to not look at it. I thought I saw one that was like 2023 or something along those lines. Or it was 2022, like June. The Dual Logs used one? Yeah, I know. I don't know which one he used. Or they used. That's the problem. If I could find... I tried to find it, and I couldn't. And that was the problem. I was like, ooh, let me find it. And then it didn't exist. Yu-Gi-Oh! Card archetypes. Updated monthly. Hold. Is it this one? Do we do this one? Labyrinth is in here. That's Pog. Is Tier? Why is Dino? Yang Zing. Why is Dino the last one? What do we care about? We care about... what's the most recent? Is Vanquish Soul in here? Unchained is here. Yeah, Vanquish Soul. Okay. This one will work. We got the big ones. We got the big ones. That's what matters. We got the big ones. Moving on. Presentation mode. I do not know if this is all 300, but that's okay. Diablastar is here. Where? Did I miss it? Is this including OCG? That's crazy. Oh yeah, Manadimian's here. Rescue Ace. Why is Rescue Ace so high on the list? Is this not in alphabetical order? I just assumed that it was because it was like, oh yeah, then there's Adignister. It was Abyss Actor, Adamancipator, and Amazement. And I was like, okay, cool. So this is an alphabetical order. And then Dinos. Okay. It's fine. Alright. So, this is going to be a list based on competitive viability. So we're going to do tier 0. Tier... What are we doing? Tier 1. Tier 2. Tier 3. We're going to make a lot of lists. Or a lot of tiers. Rogue. Add row below. Locals. Bait. Add a row below. Oh shoot, I clicked above. And then back. Light blue. Oh, I guess we'll do green. And then light blue. Okay. These should be pretty clear, right? Historically, yes. Historically, just like their whole kind of spectrum, how good they have been as Yu-Gi-Oh! Decks competitively, right? So if like for a time they were rogue, but throughout most of their history they've been pretty mid, then they're gonna go in like locals bait or bad, right? But if they've like, you know, on release they were tier 1 and then they, you know, kind of fell off or what have you, that's going to, you know, put them higher because they were tier 1 at the time. They've been meta viable, etc., etc. So something like Abyss Actor has at best been rogue and at worst been locals bait, right? So we're going to put it in locals bait. It's not very good. It's not bad, because it has had that stint where it has been pretty decent. Most recently, it's had some new waves of support. It's been rogue at best. It's not terrible, but it's there, right? It's basically jank, but not quite. Whereas something like Adamancipator was the best deck for a while, right? But, you know, due to Halqifibrax and the like, and Block Dragon, etc., etc., it's seen lots of play, both in the OCG and the TCG, and in Master Duel. And so, you know, I'm going to put it in, maybe not tier 2. Yeah, no, I'm going to put it in tier 2. It's a good deck. Yes, it has fallen off as of recently, but I still think that it's one of those decks that's just, like, historically, it's one of those decks that's been good and had its stint and was played very well. It wasn't quite ever... I guess you could argue that it was the best deck, so maybe it should go in tier 1. I don't know. We'll keep it in tier... I'm going to put it in tier 1, but I might move this down later on. Adagnister is like tier 3. It's always been kind of there. It's never really fallen out, but that's mostly just due to Cybers being good and Adagnister, Rival Cybers, being a good big boss monster. Amazement's just bad. Amazement has been bad, will always be bad. It's jank. It's just that. Actually, I'm going to call this jank. Because it's not necessarily solely bad. It's just jank. It's just weird. I do not know what this card is. Is this Ophion? What is this card? This is Aqua Actress, I believe, which is bad. At best. At best, it's jank. What is this card? Does anyone know what this card is? Is it Evil Swarm? No shot it's Evil Swarm, right? I don't know. We'll get back to that. Thunder or armed, I guess armed dragons. Armed dragons are interesting. Are they? Am I lying to you? I'm just straight up lying to you. They're not. They're not interesting. I'm not gonna rank these within the jank tier. Amorphage? Oh, is that what it is? That would make sense. Oh, this definitely is Amorphage. Okay. That's locals bait. Amorphage is jank, but it's jank in a way that, like, is better than a lot of other jank stuff. Simply due to the fact that Floodgates. And a lot of their cards have seen higher tier success. So, we'll put it in locals bait. Not great, but there it is. I'll probably start ranking them in like Rogue and above, but these two just practically trick. I mean, that's what Locals Bait is. Arrow Mage, I'm also gonna put it here, mostly because of. Should I put this higher simply because of Jasmine? Aramage Jasmine is specifically Aromaseraphy Jasmine. The Link monster is a really good plant card. I'm gonna put it in Locals, but I don't think it's very good. Archfiend is literally one of the worst archetypes in the game. Ancient Gear's a little bit better, but not by much. So there you go. ABC. ABC's got to be like tier 2. Right? ABC was one of the best decks. Was the best deck when it got Buster Dragon. And then has come back several times at like Rogue or similar status as like an anti-meta type deck. And has seen hits on the ban list. I'm gonna say tier 2. Like lower tier 2, but I still think it's up there. Diffusion was limited for a while. Yeah. Ignites. Ignites only existed for a short time when pendulums were basically just pen to summon out your extra deck and then like do a whole bunch of crap with it later, but just like don't die, basically. It was like their only real stint in playability, and then like some FTKs. But even with that being said, they were still decent, and they're they're just rogue. Cleaforts. Cleaforts have a weird position because they were never ever really the best deck. Even with like Towers Turbo and stuff like that, they were never the best, but they were really good, and they were always competitive from their first release for a while until like they just got thoroughly power crept. I'm gonna put them in tier 2 above ABC. Above ABC? Below ABC. They were never the best deck, but they were definitely good. They were part of the meta and definitely meta defining. Artifacts. Artifacts are weird. Should I have a section for engines that's just like engines? No. I think I should actually rank them as archetypes. The artifact archetype was only ever used supplementary as, used in other such archetypes, such as with like Trap Trick or with the hands or with other such stuff to kind of help with things like Moral Attack and the like, but they're not bad. Lancia is still a hand trap to this day. Scythe would probably still see use, if not banned, in certain formats. Though it doesn't see use in Master Duel, so there's that. Mostly because it's slow. But Dagda is still good. I'm gonna put him in tier 3 Rogue. Ugh. I'm gonna put him in Rogue because the archetype itself is pretty bad. Altergeist. Altergeist is one of the few control decks that actually did well, both in the TCG and the OCG. It's seen lots of time on the ban list, but I still feel like I don't even want to put it above tier 3. Definitely better than Cleafort, not better than ABC. Bad. Arcanas are so bad. Ice Jade. Ice Jade's also bad. Because every single one of the Ice Jade monsters, extra deck monsters, has seen play and has almost... Not all of them, but a lot of them have also seen some sort of hit on the ban list. I feel like I have to put this higher. Solely because of the extra deck. Ice Barrier? Did I say Ice Jade? I meant Ice Barrier. Ice Jade's a different archetype. Ice Barrier. You're right. Yeah. I'm going to put them slightly higher because of their extra deck monsters. Brionic, Trishula, Gungnir, and Dugaris. All insanely good cards. I have No idea what this... What is this? What is this deck? What is this? Is this Valkyrie? What is this? I have no idea what this is. Chat, if you know, let me know. I don't know. This is Ogdoadic. Ogdoadic is bait. Sulfur Okay. Sure. Sulfur is also just not great. Yeah, moving on. This is the Layer of Darkness, which is bait. It's not very good. It's all of like the Layer of Darkness stuff. Honestly, I should have probably put it in jank, but like Layer of Darkness is actually a good card that has seen at least some competitive success. So there's that. Earth's Arctic is bad. Photons. Have they ever been top tier? No. No. S-Force is not great. Don't put them there. They're not that bad. I think that's Starliege. I mean, specifically it's Starliege. But isn't it support for, like, the Photon archetype? Or am I crazy? It's like Photon, Galaxy, Starliege, all of that stuff is all just one big archetype, technically. Either way, it's there, maybe lower. True Kings. They've got to be tier 1, right? True Kings are crazy. Like, every single... Oh, this is... Hold on. True Kings is very interesting. Because... they're kind of half in an archetype. Nah, like every single one of their cards. Not every single one. A lot of their cards have been very meta-defining. True King of All Calamities, Lithosogym, etc. I think those are the only two. I think I'm lying to you. What other True Kings are there? I think, yeah. I'm going to put it below Adamancer, but still tier 1. Speedroids can go in Rogue. They've always kind of just been a Rogue deck. Not really worse, not really better. Lyralisk. Would Generator break VFD? No, not in the slightest. Lyralisk is good. Not exceptional. The only reason it's going to be put up this high is because of Tri-Brigade Lyralisk that saw a little bit of time as best deck, but that was mostly because of like the Tri-Brigade stuff and less so because of the Lyralisk stuff, so I'm going to put the Lyralisk stuff lower. Penguin is bad. I'm sorry. Same with Amazonas. Rescue Ace. Rescue Ace. Rescue Ace. In the OCG, this is currently the best deck. But kind of not because of Rescue Ace itself. Nightingale is pretty good, though. Yeah. That's why it's in tier 3 and not lower. I'm going to put Rescue Ace below Altergeist. This one's hard because it's currently meta, and it's currently seeing play, and it's one of the newer decks, so it's hard to really judge it on like where it's going to be, or like what its impact has been throughout history, because it hasn't really had any. Yeah, we'll put it tier 2, sure. Manademium is absolutely rogue. Probably better than Ice Barrier. And honestly, probably... we'll put it there for now, I guess. Adventure is tier 1. Yep. Turn Skip Turbo. Does that seem about right? Adventure at tier 1. One of the best decks. One of the best engines ever printed. Facilitated a lot of jank. Still does. Yeah. Tier 1 seems to make sense to me. Appliancer. I can't put it in jank, but it absolutely is jank. But I'm not gonna, because I like Appliancer. Oh my gosh, this deck is bad. What is this one? Nordics is, at best, locals bait. It kind of worked sometimes. I love playing all 4 good adventure cards. There are 5. You forgot Illegal Knight. Duh. Bride of Aramasir, Water Enchantress, Fateful Adventure, Dracoback, Illegal Knight, Griffin. There's 6, actually. I don't know what this is. Alien. Okay, this is slightly higher. Ever so slightly. I can't count, sorry. Okay. This is the C archetype, which Max C is a part of. Now, granted, Max C is tier 0, but every other card sucks. But Max C is the meta-defining card. The difference between the OCG and the TCG is basically that card, and very little else. Some other things, kind of, but it's mostly that card. It's gotta be tier 0. It's gotta be tier 0. There is no other card that individually warps the entire way that you have to play Yu-Gi-Oh! As that card. From deck building to actual in-game gameplay. Yeah. Battle Wasps are not as bad as Jank, but they're bad. What is this? Is this UA? No, this is Battling Boxer. No? What is this? This has got to be Battling Boxer, right? I'm going to say this is Battling Boxer. That would make more sense. Battling Boxer's got to be, like, tier 3, right? No, it's more Rogue. It's only ever been Rogue. Like, yeah, it could kind of compete with the Dragon Rulers, but not really. Yeah, we'll put it in Rogue. Same with Bees. Bees. This is all of, like, the big ships. I forget what their name is, but they're all bad. So, this has to be BLS, right? Which, Envoy is an insanely good card, but every other BLS is so unbelievably bad. Battling Boxer was insane in Playground. It's true. I'm gonna put this here. Simply because of Envoy of the Beginning. I guess, do you include... Is this BLS or is it Chaos? Is, like, Chaos Sork on here? I don't see a Chaos Sork, but I also don't see a BLS. That's the problem. Is like a Chaos Angel on here? I don't know what I'm looking for. I'm looking for like a Chaos card. Okay, here's... Is this supposed to be BLS? Which one's this one? Because Dark Magician is this one. Is this supposed to be Chaos? Because if it is, it's tier 0. Is this supposed to be BLS? What is this card? Do we know this card? Chat, do we know what this one is? I think this is supposed to be Chaos. If it's Chaos, it's tier 0. It's a DM card. Except it's not. I think this is a new card. No idea. I think it's a BLS. It's in... Hold on. Black... Luster. Yeah! Master of Chaos. Dark Magician and a Chaos or BLS Ritual Monster. Okay, so should this one technically be the Chaos one? Because it's Master of Chaos? Nah, this one will be BLS. This one will be the BLS stuff. That's not specifically the Chaos stuff. Which will be Jake. There you go. This guy is absolutely Chaos. Yeah, why did they choose these two to represent either BLS or Chaos? Like, that... Bad. Where's Chaos Orc? This should absolutely be Chaos Orc. This should absolutely be the OG BLS. Who cares? Doesn't matter. I guess this should be the BLS. This should be Chaos Orc. Doesn't really matter. Moving on. I think this is Atlantean. Atlantean. Yeah, it's this guy. Poseidon. Atlanteans are pretty bad historically, I'm not gonna lie. Are these heroic warriors? Oh gosh, which one is this one? It looks like every other random Yu-Gi-Oh! Boss monster from Zexal. Shit. This is just bad. This is also just bad. We're just gonna get rid of these. I don't know what this one is. Barian? Oh. Okay. Alright. That was helpful. It's a Chaos XYZ. Yep. That's what I said, right? Stardust Acceleration. Or Assault Mode. Assault Modes were really good. They weren't crazy, though. I'm gonna put them in tier 3. They came out, they were a good deck, but they weren't insane by any stretch of the imagination. Yeah, we'll put it there. That seems good. Batteries. Batteries are a rogue deck. Batteries are like the definition of rogue. I'm gonna put bees up higher. I'm also gonna put batteries above these guys. We'll switch these two places. This is Pyro. It's not Pyro, it's Shell. Shell, Rocket. Volcanics! Oh my gosh, I could not think of the name. I was like, they're just Pyros. They're Pyros. Volcanics, yes. Volcanics are... They had one stint where they were really playable and actually pretty good, and that was it. So we're going to put them above Jink. Boojins. How good were Boojins at their time? They were never the best deck. They were good, but they were never the best. They were only, like, decent. I don't want to put them... I don't think they're tier 3, are they? Maybe. I'm gonna put them in Rogue. No, they were better. I wish Boojins were good. They're so cool. I agree. I'll put them in tier 3. I think they're a step above Rogue because of the... They were basically a tier 1 deck for a while. Not long. Maybe tier 2, but still. BA. Better than True King. Better than Adamantipator? Better than Adamantipator. BAs are crazy. Holy crap. Dante, Chainlink. Blackwings. Blackwings have to be in tier 1, right? Blackwings are crazy. I don't think they're as good as Adventure. I don't know. I think historically maybe they are. Because they've consistently, since release, they've been at least Rogue, if not the best deck. Yeah, we'll put them at the top of tier 1 for now. Talking about tier 1 decks, Branded is like the definition. It was the best deck post-Branded Fusion. And then it's always been a top tier deck. I can't put it in tier 0, but it's up there. It's very close to tier 0. Bestials can absolutely fucking go in tier 0. Holy crap, those cards are insane and have seen play in either side decks or main decks since release in almost every meta with almost every deck. Yeah, Bestials are crazy. Blue Eyes won Worlds. Now that I've said that, I can officially put them in Locals bait. They're not good. I'll put them slightly above because they did win a World Championship. We'll put them in Rogue at the top. But, like, they have been, throughout history, so mid, except for that one moment. Except that one tiny moment in time. Every other time they've been like locals bait or jank, but because of that one moment, I've got to put them higher. These are the insects, the random insects that are really bad. I have no idea what this card is. I have no idea what this card is. This is gadgets. I know gadgets. Gadgets are good. Gadgets are really good. If Jack Dragon counted as Blue Eyes and Hand of Grave, the deck could be decent. True. The World Championship was rigged. True. True, true. Bouncer than Cardians. So Photon Strike Bouncer should absolutely be the picture here. I don't know why we chose this guy, but sure. Bouncers have historically been bad, besides Photon Strike Bouncer, who is great. So that's why it's not in Jank. Speaking of Jank, though, Flower Cardian. So this is Splash Mage. I don't know what archetype Splash Mage is, other than just Cybers stuff. What archetype is Splash Mage? The fuck even is a Bouncer? It's all Xyz, I believe. Oh, just kidding, I lied. It's the one Xyz and like 4 other random cards to make the Xyz. That's it. Photon Strike Bouncer could just be made with any other level 6s, so you just did it that way. I have no idea what this is, other than just Splash Mage, and if it's just Splash Mage, who cares? It's still insane. Is that Decode Talker stuff? Doesn't matter. It's Cyber stuff. It's tier 2, like top of tier 2, easy. This is, I think, the newest archetype on this list. Centurion, which is, I think, just barely out in the OCG. Right now, however, it is seeing play. Let me pull up Road of the King. Road of the King. I played Duel Links. I've seen the Bouncer card. I meant, like, what even is one? Creature-wise? It's Bouncer. What do you mean? It's Bouncer. It's, you know, the 4th best deck. Arguably. Wrong one. So, I'm going to put it firmly in tier 3. That seems right. Yeah. Bottom of tier 3. Maybe I should put it in Rogue for now. Because it is just a bit too new. Cloudian is the definition of jank. Constellars. Besides Pleiades, there hasn't been much in terms of Constellars, but Pleiades is absolutely fucking insane. And has seen a lot of play. Their extra deck monsters have seen a lot of play as well. Maybe I'll move it a bit higher. I'm going to put it below Cleef Forts. That seems right. Cubics are also like the definition of jank. I think this is World Legacy, which is like 7 different archetypes. Is this Crawlers? I think this is supposed to be Crawlers. We'll put them here. Cyber Angels. Ben 10 is, in fact, a Cyber Angel. And in Duel Links, they were the first tier 0 threat in Duel Links, which is very funny. But we're not really counting Duel Links, because that's basically a different game. I'm going to put them in Rogue, simply because of Ben 10. Code Talkers. Early Links were dominated by Code Talkers, given the fact that Decode Talker was insane in early Link era. And Code Talkers have a lot of Cybers support as well, and Cybers has had a lot of stints of playability. Are they tier 3? Yeah, probably. Cyber Dragon. Oh, how good was Cyber Dragon, actually? Like, Cyber Dragon, the individual card, is crazy. But the archetype hasn't ever really been that great. It's always been like Rogue. But they have had several cards that have been really strong. Like Chimera Tech, like Cyber Dragon. And that was it. Yeah, we'll put it in tier 3. Similar to Code Talkers. Chronomalies. Chronomalies could have been so much more. In the TCG, at least. In the OCG, they were pretty decent. But even with that being said, like, they fell off pretty quickly. I'm going to put them in Rogue for now. Chronomalies needs to bring better going second archetypes. True. I hope Tistina turns out that way. See, yeah, pretty busted too. Oh, yeah. That is true. Okay, we'll put them above Coda Talkers then. Charmers. Oh, the Charmers. I guess technically things like Dark Charmer, Lina, the Dark Charmer, Lina the Light Charmer, etc., Ausa, do count as Charmers. Do I really put them in Rogue simply because of their extra deck monsters? Yes. Yes, their extra deck monsters are literally that good. Crystal Beasts. They've never really been even... For most of their life, they've been jank. More recently, they've moved up a little. So, there you go. Chem Critter has always been terrible. Dark Magician has always been terrible. I'm sorry. Do I even... They're slightly better than jank. They're ever so slightly better than jank. Do I put Danger in tier 0? No. They're an engine more so than anything. Are they better than the Adventure engine? Yes. How much better? Not much. Are they better than Blackwings? Yeah, absolutely. Demise! Demise was Demise OTK, and that was it. That was it. And then it fell off the face of the planet. But it did have Demise OTK. This is the hero card that they chose. Heroes are by far the best like anime deck ever. I want to put them in tier 1. But that doesn't seem right. I'm going to put them above... We'll put them below Gadget. Yeah. Heroes have had tons of on and off tiered competitive play. They've had parts where they are the best deck or one of the best decks. They've had metas where they have been the second best, and they've had metas where they are Rogue or worse. But they've always been pretty good. What is a Splash Mage archetype? I think it's literally just Splash Mage. I have no idea. I couldn't tell you. I just have it as like Cybers stuff, like the extra deck Cybers stuff that help you link climb. DDD. DDD was the best deck for like a week in the TCG. However, it was slightly better in the OCG. And then it died immediately. And then it came back to Rogue. And that was it. That was basically it. Heroes kind of never dies. Always Rogue. Mm-hmm. Dark Lords. Oh, I want to put them solo, but they are locals, babe. Dark World. We're going to put Clear Up here in tier 2. They were the best deck several times. And have continued to see on and off success. This is not a deck. You can't prove it. Desk bots. Why are there multiple desk bots? What's happening? Why are there are multiple desk bots? Okay, this one can go away. Is this MathMech? No. 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 Yeah, there's MathMech. Yeah, I have no idea what this one is. I don't know why there's multiple desk bots. Desk bots have been Rogue at best. One thing I'm excited to play in the TCG is the new Fire King stuff. Same! I just don't like how much the Diabellstar engine is going to be near required for it. True. Dark Scorpions have always been jank. Oh! Ooh! Talking about really good engines. Diabellstar. Ooh. Better than the Adventure engine? Thoughts? Yeah, probably. Nah, maybe? I'm gonna say no. It's hard to say because we haven't had it in the TCG. So I'm gonna put it lower because we haven't had it in the TCG yet. But it's basically there. It's almost just an adventure engine. Dynamist. Dynamist is rogue. I don't think we need to talk about that one, really. What is this? Digital Bug? Digital Bug's jank. Locals Bait. Jank. Drytron. Drytron's gotta be like tier 2, right? Better than Heroes? Not better than Heroes. Not better than ABC. Not better than... Better than Rescue Ace? Better than Rescue Ace. There. That looks right. Yeah. There's like 4 cards in this archetype. They're decent though. Dino Morbin. Dino Morbin's rogue. Wait. Is this one Self Accord? I thought the other one was Self Accord. What's this one? No, this is absolutely Self Accord. Then what was the other one that we ranked? Where was it? Yeah, what's this one? What the hell? That's also Self Accord. Are they both Self Accord? Uses a searcher to grab her, then you special summon herself. Then she sets a card that special summons a level 1 fire. It's basically 2 bodies on the field. Or a level 1 fire. Are they actually both Self Accord? That's so funny. Okay. 2 at the bottom. Okay. This is Dragoonity. Dragoonity's seen on and off play, but it's never been meta. We'll put it in Rogue. Dogmatica. Dogmatica had a point where it was the best deck with, like, Invoked and stuff. So I'm going to put it in tier 3, because it was kind of a pile deck. This is True Draco. True Draco's definitely tier 2. Because I don't think it's ever been the best deck. Put it above Heroes. Okay. The Egyptian gods are sorry. They're jank. Okay, hold on. There are multiple heroes. There are multiple different hero archetypes. This is Destiny Hero. Do we just rank them as heroes, or do we rank them all individually? I'm not going to rank them all individually. However, these are evil heroes, which are by far the worst. I'm just going to put the... I'll rank this as the heroes, because Destiny heroes tend to be the most of the heroes. So, there's that. As for the rest, we'll just rank them as we see them. Element Sabers are pretty bad. Exosister is rogue at best. Hero is the original pendulum of the original... Or... Wait, sorry. Hero is the original pendulum, is the original Cyrus. Yes. Eldritch. Eldritch gotta be, like, top of tier 2, right? Better than Dark World? No. Yes? No? Maybe? Yes? Not better than Dark World. Definitely better than Splash Mage stuff. Live Twin. I'm gonna put it in tier 3 because it's slightly better due to the fact that you could play it with a sprite engine, which made it a lot stronger. No, it's gotta be Rogue. We'll put it in Rogue. Eldritch as an archetype versus Eldritch as a deck, which I think is a more important distinction. Eldritch as an archetype is tier 2. Eldritch as a deck is tier 1. Does that make sense? Okay. Yeah. I see what you're saying. But here's the thing. Eldritch as an archetype gives them the ability to play all of those floodgates, but Eldritch as a deck was the best deck with Halka-Fibrax and with Zodiac. So you could play it in multiple different ways during that period of time where it came out, and it was by far one of the best decks. Similar in nature to, like, Adamantipator. The reason I put it lower than Adamantipator is because while it did have more playstyles, it didn't last as long And it wasn't as... Actually, no. Now that I think about it, I think I just move Adamant Spader down. I think that works, right? Yeah, Synchro Eldritch existed. Eldritch was also in Zodiac as well. It was just like another engine to stick with other engines. It's like, oh yeah, you can play like Synchro Eldritch or Zodiac Eldritch or anything else. I did not this Borreload plus Arclight. No one did. Or like pile decks and stuff like that. Eldritch is... It's one of those decks that's forgettable as being more than just a Floodgate deck because it was so, like, synonymous with Floodgates that you're like, oh yeah, Eldritch and Floodgates, like, they go hand in hand, but in a lot of the other archetypes, it wasn't the main selling point. It was the secondary option. It was the, oh, you beat my board? Here, deal with Eldritch now. That's kind of how it worked. So it was never really the main show. Which is why I think it's not remembered as fondly as you may have originally anticipated. Relinquished started out really strong. It was like one of the first archetypes that actually had any sort of playability. And it's had several, like, Thousand Eyes Restrict has seen play throughout history, mostly due to instant fusion. But it's still seen play, so I'm going to put it in Rogue. Kind of blocks Secret Slayers format from my memory. That's reasonable, given the fact that that was also 2020, which was COVID. So, that's also fair. This is an archetype that exists. What card is this? This is Fabled, by the way. Where's Heroes? Here. Magistus? Is it? Oh, you're right. Magistus is local spec. It's slightly better. Fire King did see play as like the best deck in Fire Water format. Good job. I'm gonna put it in Rogue. It wasn't even the best deck in Fire Water format. The only reason people played it was because they fell back on it after a huge ban list and a big shake of the meta. It was kind of it. And then it's on. Maybe it's... I'm going to put it in tier 3 because of that. It was still, like, the best deck. Even though that was, looking back, not really the case, it still was perceived to be that way. So I'm going to put it a little higher. This is just bad deck. This is just jank. This is also... We'll put it a little bit higher. It's been seeing more prevalence. FAs are weird because besides Dawn Dragster, they're basically all drank. But I'm going to put it a little bit higher. Frogs are tier 1? Frogs are like the first engine that ever existed. Yeah, and they've had so many stints of playability. They were Frog FTK, they were Treeborn Frogs with like Monarchs, so Treeborn Frog Monarch. They were Frog, like Toad spam with Paleozoics. They were then used in Sprites as well. Oh, maybe I should put these higher. Frogs are crazy. Frogs have seen so much play. What the why are frogs so good? Why are frogs so good? Gaia? Bad. Fortune Lady? Bad. Photon. Sorry, this is Galaxy Eyes. I'm gonna put them right here. We're just gonna put all of the Photon stuff because it's all the same deck, really. Galaxy, Photon, Starliege, whatever. Just put them right there. Oh, sorry, wrong one. Fossils are pretty mid. Flunder. Where do you go? I want to put them in tier 1, but they were never really the best deck. Better than True Draco? Worse than True Draco. Worse than True Draco. But better than Hero. Yeah? Maybe worse than Hero? Better than ABC? Better than ABC. That doesn't feel right. Better than Drytron? Worse than Altergeist, better than Altergeist. Right there. Figured it out. They're definitely not tier 1. I wouldn't put them on the same list as, like, True King and stuff like that. But, you know, I don't think that they're better than ABC, really. It's hard because they are still too new to really say, like, maybe. Good as a deck, bad as an archetype. What the fuck are you talking about? Huh? That doesn't make any sense. No, they're a good deck because they're a good archetype. What? G-Golems are bait. Frightfur. Frightfur's been rogue since release. We'll put it there. Flamvel. This is like Fishborg Blaster and the other Borg Blaster, which is this guy. Which Fishborg Blaster is banned, but the other guy sucks. I'm gonna put him in Rogue. Yeah, we'll put him there. Wait, hold on. I thought I already did gadgets. What the hell is this? Why is this? Am I crazy? Yeah, what? It's a gadget. Is this the boot up archetype? Oh my gosh, it's the boot up archetype. The whole, like, 4 cards that are there. No shot. Okay. How the fuck is this Fishborg an archetype? Because technically it is. There are more than one Fishborgs. There you go. I'm just gonna, where is it? We'll just put that there. Move along. Frightfur. Frightfur was so bad for so long, and we're not including Duel Links, until recently, and in only the TCG, has it seen any remote competitive success. But it was, like, arguably a tier 1 deck. So I'm gonna put it in Rogue. It was so bad. Nah, I'm gonna put it in tier 3. I think it's slightly better than Rogue. It's funny how Rex fit the deck. True. Gem Knights. Gem Knights are, I think, a solid tier 2. They were the best deck for a while. They provided a lot of value due to Brilliant Fusion. So, yeah. I feel like tier 2 is pretty good. Probably better than Klees overall. Fish! Fish is like the definition of a rogue deck. This is Geargia. This is Geargia. That's what it is. Geargia is rogue. Right? Sure. I'm not gonna think too much about that. Gate Guardian is... Yeah, we'll go like this. Because previously it wasn't really an archetype, it was a jank archetype at that. And now it's still jank. We're moving it down. It's jank. It's jank. Generator. Put it in Rogue. Ghost Trick is jank. Gimmick Puppet is slightly better. No, I'm lying. It's jank. This is... Is this Gizmek? Yes. Okay. Gizmek. Gizmek has had several of its monsters playable. Most notably, Orochi, which has been very playable from time to time. And Uka, which is very specifically playable. Was it Uka or was it Okami? I cannot remember. I think it's Uka. Yeah. From the main deck. And then target face of monster, special summon a monster. Yeah. Yes. So it's kind of seen play. Honestly, I should probably still put it lower. Nah. Because Orochi's so good, we'll put it in Rogue. This one is not real. This is a fake Yu-Gi-Oh card. What is this? Ice Jade? It's not Ice Jade, right? Yeah. It's not Ice Barrier, right? Or is it? And we put it in here twice. What is this card? What are you? Moving on. This is Gishki. I think, right? Am I crazy? Gishki. Yeah, that one's Gishki. It's a rat. It's a rat. That's what it is. It's a snow rat. Covered in ice. It's not real. This looks like a toy you would get from like a McDonald's Happy Meal. And you just look at it and you go, this is nothing. Gishki's consistently been rogue. It's seen some play as like a top deck, but not much. And it's always kind of been right there at rogue. The snow archetype? That was a good guess. Somehow, it's not that. No shot, it's not. That's wild. Yeah, what is this? It's a rat. It's gotta be... I'm gonna type in rat. That did not help, but that's okay. It's gotta be some dumb little rat boy. What is it? Might be the same type of monster as Ice King? Yeah, that's Ice Barrier. I don't know. I have no idea what this is. What is this? What is it? What is it? It's gonna bother me. Harpies are like jank. They've been so bad. Zoom in on it. There you go. That's what it looks like. It's not a rat. It looks like a Power Ranger. Hey, speaking of Power Rangers, here's Elemental Heroes, which are I'm gonna quickly put into Rogue. What are you? Why must you hurt me so, rat? Anyway, Gravekeepers. Gravekeepers are rogue. Heralds are... Because Heralds existed in Drytron, I'm gonna put them in Rogue, even though they don't belong there. Because they are jank by definition. Is this Gold Pride? This is Gold Pride, right? Yes, I figured. Let's go... Yeah, I mean, it's only been Rogue. Suship is Locals bait. Glad Beast. Glad Beast. Glad Beast's like tier 2, right? Below Gadgets. Definitely below Heroes. Above Constellar. Is this Goki? It's gotta be Goki, right? Goki! Yeah. The Giant Ogre. Why did we not use either this guy, or this guy, or this guy, or this guy? Like any of the other ones that would have been made, that would have made more sense. Goki is tier 2, definitely. It had like one stint of playability, and then it's been Rogue since then. And that one moment was... It was the best deck, nearly tier 0. Not quite, but nearly. No, what I wanted. Gradle. Gradle is bait. Synchron. Oh, okay. Do I put it low? It's. Synchron is interesting because it's had several moments where it's been slightly better than Rogue, and it's had several cards that have been pretty good, like Assault Synchron and Jet Synchron and stuff like that. Gumblar FDK, woo! Anyway, so I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna put it here. It's been good, but it's never been that good. Anyway, Inzektor. Inzektor is like tier 2, right? Yeah, not as good as ABC, but definitely up there. Synchron's better than Assault Mode? No. What? No. As like a competitive deck? Here's the thing. Here's the thing you gotta think about with Synchron. For a really long time, like, from release, it was bad. Right? Even in a lower power format. Right? Whereas the Assault modes were not. And Assault modes have seen Rogue play in, like, several decks since then. Not, like, the actual Assault modes, but more so, like, Psy Reflector and stuff like that. As, like, a way to get Synchros out efficiently. Because of, like, E-Telly and stuff. And Assault modes were, like, the best deck when they came out. Synchrons have never really ever been the best deck. Synchron is a fine archetype, but the tuners are good. Glacial Beast Blizzard Wolf is the rat card. Sorry, hold on. Glacial Beast. What the hell are you? There is not another card related to this card. There are 3 cards in this archetype. This is the definition of jank. It's not even a full archetype. Even in anime, the Junker way to goes into Stardust. Yeah. It's Glacial Beast. That's wild. Fine, I'll put Synchro in Rogue, but I definitely don't think it's nearly as good as Assault mode. Invoked is tier 1. Oh gosh. Invoked is tier 1. It has seen play since release, at least at Rogue. The Invoked archetype is just insane. I don't think it's better than anything else on here, but it's definitely above, like, Dark World and the like. Normal Invoker has a fucking song about it. I believe this is Hazy Flame, which is jank. Same with Jinzo. This one's Ice Jade, which is slightly higher than jank, because it actually has some decently good cards. Agents. Agents were, like, the best deck when they came out, right? They're pretty good. I don't think they're better than anything else on the... I'm gonna put them in tier 3. They're definitely not in the same tier as, like, Gogi. Yeah, Synchron, I don't know. Synchron is fine. But, like, the problem is it's junk and Synchron. So I don't know if there's, like, an actual Synchron card. Because if there is, then this is, like, F tier Rogue. Because all of the junk cards are so bad. Let me see if there is a Synchron card. Trickstar, Tenny, Super Heavy, Sprite. Yeah, it looks like that's supposed to be both junk and Synchron. In which case, sure. Like, yeah, again, some of the Synchron cards are pretty good. Right? But not a lot of them. Like, Assault Synchron, sure. And Jet Synchron. So, like, as an archetype, it's not great. Right? Most of the other Synchrons. Think about how many terrible Synchrons there are as well. Like, Nitro and Fluor and etc. Even Junk Synchron isn't great. It's like, it's decent, but it's not great. you know, we think about it as like the deck and not as the archetype, which is just like Synchro Spam. Anyway, Infernoble. Infernoble's got to be like tier 2, right? It was the best deck, the deck that could abuse the most Link Cross and Halka-Fibrax. Then it fell out of the metagame for a little, and then it came back, and now it's Rogue, and it got like a wave of support. So I'll put it at tier 2, sure. Similar to Goki. What is it? What is this? Starry Night. Starry Night's mostly jank. I don't think it's quite as jank though. It's jank. I'm lying to you. Infernity. Infernity's got to be tier 1, right? Better than Invoked, but not by much. Is Red Eyes ranked already? No. Because it's in pseudo-alphabetical order. Oh, right. This is True Kings. This is True Draco. Wait, then... I thought I already ranked True Draco. Oh, no. This is Draco Slayer, right? Oh. They all have such similar art style, I genuinely forget. Yeah, this is Draco Slayer. Which is like Masterpiece and the like, right? No. Am I crazy? Am I crazy? Am I going crazy? Yeah. Masterpiece is the true Draco Slaying King. And then we have Masterpiece is the true Draco Slayer. Okay. I'm crazy. So if this is Draco Slayer, is it still tier 2? Yeah, but it's probably lower. Like... here. Hold on, we gotta do True Draco. True Draco. I gotta put it here, where it belongs. There we go. There we go. Draco Slayers are different, but they're still very good. They're like the Pendulums, and they've seen a lot of play. They're like support cards mostly, but they're still very strong. There you go. There's my thoughts. Moving on. Infernity. No. Infernoids are rogue. Candles. They're very specific. I'm just gonna put them in local bait. Or not candle. What are they called? Incantations. There we go. This is Infinitrax specifically. Yeah, I think Machina will go up, probably up in like tier 3, because Machinas have been pretty good throughout history of Yu-Gi-Oh! Whereas like the Infinitrax haven't really seen much. Hey, speaking of Machinas, these aren't Machinas. Yeah, they are. That's a Machina, right? What's up, Menjun? Machina. Not crazy. Yeah. Make it fun. Why don't we do this one? Why is it not Citadel or Fortress? Like, what? Heck, Gear Frame would make more sense. Karibos are the definition of jank. Lunalights were the best deck for a sec. And then Tiger got banned. And now they're Rogue. Koala's jank. Nightmares are fucking tier 0. If you disagree with me, you're absolutely incorrect. Nightmares are absolutely tier 0. Honestly, they're probably the best tier 0. Because half of them are banned. Nightmare Mermaid, Nightmare Goblin are both banned. And all of the other ones are absolutely fucking busted. Nightmare Phoenix being able to summon, just being able to summon a monster to deal with a back row with just 2 generic monsters is crazy. Being able to deal with a monster with basically any 2 monsters is also crazy. Being able to spin a card is crazy. And then Nightmare Griffin has seen continual play as a floodgate, basically. And then on top of that, Corruptor Ibli is also on here. Yeah, this is probably the best archetype in the game, as of right now that we have gone through. We haven't touched on tier yet. Labyrinth is really good. It's hard to say where they will line up officially, but I feel like they're better than Eldritch at this point. They're basically Eldritch, but better. Except as an actual trap deck, and they have seen continuous play since their release. Who are these guys? The Legendary Knights. Yo! Gay lovers! Cash Tira. How high up do I put you? Are you tier 0? No. You were never really tier 0. But you were definitely tier 1. Definitely better than Branded, right? Maybe I do put you in tier 0 because of Fenris. Ooh, that's a tempting offer. I don't think that they're quite up there. I think that they're definitely the top of tier 1. I don't think they're tier 0, even though Fenrir is that crazy. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that for now. Karakuris were the best deck for a second, and then they fell off quite hard. We'll put them in tier 2. Is this level? Level. Did I spell it wrong? Is it 1L? Oh, I thought it was 2. Yep, it's levels. Now, the problem with levels is this motherfucker. You! The band guy! Who broke, like, everything for a while. I gotta put it in Rogue simply because of Level Chain. Level Chain is so good. Like, it broke Nekaraw's format. It was that good. Yeah. Put it in Rogue. Cosmos were the best deck for a while. I'm gonna put them up here in tier 3. Are they tier 2? Are they better than Karakuri? They're definitely better than Karakuri. I think I'm gonna move Karakuri down. Are they better than Machina? No. Definitely not. Kaijus. Ooh, Kaijus are interesting. Because they're not great as an they're not great as an individual deck, but as an archetype, they're great because of the fact that they allow you to basically out big towers, like the Cleaforts. But yeah, how good is this? Tier 2? I'm gonna put them in tier 3 because they're mostly an engine or like additional disruption. They're similar in nature to Bestials, but they're not quite the same, and they're very specific to very specific metas and not as generically applicable. But they have been like a rogue deck. I think I'm gonna put them in tier 2. Not better than Machina, but I definitely think that they're like a step above all of the stuff below. Lightsworn. I think Lightsworn's worse than Inzektor, but better than Flu. Oh, there's Crawler. Wait. Then where did I put World Legacy? Or the other deck that I had on here? I thought I had Crawlers already on here. Where did I put it? Where did I put it? There's like a World Legacy card that I thought was a Crawler card. Huh? I'm losing my mind. Oh well. Crawlers are... I want to say that they're rogue, but they're kind of a step below rogue. Yeah, we'll put them there. Magispectors are definitely tier 3. Not better than Cosmos, but definitely better than Karakuri. I'm just trying to remember where that World Legacy card was. Oh, there it is. Oh, is this Crusadia? I think it is. Anyway. Doesn't really matter. It doesn't change where it is. The Dark Magician Girls are absolutely drink. Same with Malefics. This isn't Gold Pride. What is this? What are you? Chat, what is this? Huh? What? Are the battle guards even jank? I mean, jank is basically every deck that isn't any of these other ones. That's all that this means. It's basically everything else. I just called it jank. I'm not going to create a tier lower for battle guards. Also, these three aren't, like, actually ranked. Muskets? This is Magical Musketeers? No shot. Oh my gosh, it is. What the hell? These are definitely bait. Magnets are jank. Madolches. Were they ever above Rogue? No, they're a perpetually Rogue deck, so we're gonna put them in Rogue. Didn't we already do Magistus? What is this one? Is this Endymion? Endymion. Spell counters. I think it's a common, right? No shot that card doesn't do spell counters. Am I crazy? Okay, I have a way to fix this. Duellinksmeta.com. No. Top decks. Ayo! Seven's World. Let's go. Oh, there's a new structure. Cool. Load! BLS. Oh, cool. Tenyi's top 1. Or, tier 1. Top 1. I'm going crazy. What is this card? It is Endymion. The Magistus of Mastery. Okay. What am I doing? So this is Endymion. There we go. I fixed it. This is Magistus. Oh. There we go. There we go. What is the name of this archetype? I can think of what the archetype does. Oh my gosh, what is the name of it? Magic-Key? Right? Yeah. Okay. I was thinking like Mafteal. Second. This is bait. It's bait. Not a real archetype. Malevorus! Mayakashi. Yeah, I'm sorry, it's not even Rogue. Megalith, however. Is Megalith Rogue? Marincess. Marincess is Rogue. Mathmech is tier 3. It saw some play as, like, a second best deck. Yeah, that was kind of it. Was it even the second best? It wasn't even the second best. It was not even the best deck in Master Duel. Though people will say that it is, it never was. It was just the new thing. Yeah, it was never the best deck. It was maybe second best in Master Duel. And in every other format, it was like 5th best. If that. Yeah. We'll put it in tier 3. Phantom Beasts. Ooh, Mecha Phantom Beasts. Where do I put you? From Dracosac to Auroradon. Where do you go? The rest of those cards are pretty mid. I'm gonna put it in Rogue. The newest Mathematics support cards made waves. This is a mid Pendulum archetype. What new Mathematics support? The new Cyber stuff? Yeah, that's not really Mathmech. Or are we talking actual circular? What is this? Melodious? Metaphys? Morphtronic? This is a brand new archetype that we haven't actually seen in play. So I'm going to put it here because I think it's been out in the OCG for like a month. So I really have no idea. I even forget the name of it. Actually, has this come out? I think it has. Okay. Electromites deck. Metal Foes. Metal Foes were good on release. They weren't the best deck, but they were definitely up there. And then Electromite existed. I'm gonna put it here. I'm gonna put it in tier 3. Memento. Yes, that's what they're called. Thank you. It does look interesting. Makonko is... Can I even argue it's rogue? I feel like I can't even argue that this is a rogue deck. Am I crazy? It feels like it shouldn't be this high. Because both in the OCG and in the TCG, it's terrible. Because of the fact that it's a best of 3. But in Master Duel, it is a rogue deck. It's gotta go lower. Yeah, it's bait. It's not good. It's not good. Monarchs! Monarchs have been crazy throughout the history of Yu-Gi-Oh! However, they've kind of just been more of like support, but they've been really good support. Ooh. Do I put them above BA? I definitely put them above Diablo-Star. Probably not above Adventure. I think Adventure just did so much for so many archetypes that really allowed them to just play the game. I guess Monarchs kind of did similarly, but it was more like, oh, here's your boss monster, as opposed to like, here is your boss monster and your combo extender type of thing. Yeah, I think Adventure maybe goes a little bit higher. Maybe? Oh. I mean, they do Floodgate. They did. That's true. They're famous for bricking, for a reason. True. I mean, they also did become the best deck later on as well. I'm gonna put them higher. I'm gonna put them higher than Blackwing, higher than Dangers, definitely. Yeah, now that I'm looking now that I'm looking at it as a whole, yeah, Monarchs are crazy. He's Magistus. Thank you. Melfi. Melfi is rogue. Melfi's seen a lot of play, most recently in Sprite in Master Duel, but other than that, it really is just a rogue deck. Oh my gosh, the jankest of jank. I believe this is... What is Gen X? It's not Gen X. What is it? It's Mist Valley, right? It's Mist Valley? Mist Valley? Yeah, Mist Valley. That's the name of it. Do I put it higher because of Apex Avian? Yeah, I do. Apex Avian really does bring it up. I refuse to acknowledge that Mechalord is an archetype and I'm a 5Ds fanboy. Here's the thing. You can be a 5Ds fanboy, just like myself, and refuse to acknowledge Mechalords exist. Because after, or I should say, the arc in 5Ds that introduced Mechalords was so bad, I stopped watching. Pearly is good. Anyone know best build for Pearly? Best build? Don't know. Couldn't tell you. I have a build. Are we talking Master Duel? Are we talking TCG? Are we talking OCG? What do you want? Mermail, Mermail's gotta go up here, like next to Karakuri, right? Mermail's been crazy throughout the history. Mech Knights have always been rogue. If you want a list, I don't actually have a list right now. But you could go... I have a video that just came out. It's my most recent... I mean, it says Pearly in the thumbnail and title, so I'm sure you could find it. Yeah, that one has a good list if you want to go look at that one. You could also look up Pack TCG for a good list. Ninjas. Is this actually... These actually count as ninjas, right? Yeah, they are. They're fucking ninjas. Okay. That makes this a rogue deck. Oop, I put it too high. Rogue deck. There we go. Yeah? Sure. Probably lower. No. Yeah, we'll put them there. Odd Eyes Pendulum. They are fucking the worst pendulum deck ever. Necroz. Do I put Necroz in tier 0, chat? Yes, it was a tier 0 deck on release. But does that mean that it was a tier 0 deck in history? Monkey Board is a Performant Pal, not an Odd Eyes Pendulum. We'll get to Performant Pal. Yeah, Necroz was tier 0. We gotta put it. You gotta put it in tier 0. It was a tier 0 deck. It was dominant for a while. Necroz is tier 0, of course. Of course. Nimbles. Nimbles are... because they are 2s, they have to go in Rogue because of Sprite. But realistically, they're bad. Numeron has to go in Rogue because there have been several times where it has been playable as a good competitive option, which is depressing. Mutants are bait. This is novellas, right? This is the new ritual deck, which is definitely bait, and it's not even Rogue, but it's so cool. It's Hungry Burger Turbo. Yo, is that burp? Oh, I love burp. Anyway, what the? It's the new archetype that I haven't seen anyone play at all ever. It's jank. This is also Nordics, which we've already done. Oh, it's the difference between Azirs and Nordics. Whatever. Who cares? Naturia. Naturia's got to go in like tier 2, right? Like above Glad, above Gem Knights. Redacted. Numeron Eldritch was a deck of all time. That is true. That is true. It was a deck of all time. This is the Mystical Beasts, which are Rogue, because I put in Dimion and Rogue, and they're basically the same. Noble Knights. Oh, if we were doing a Duel Links tier list, oh, Noble Knights. Oh, I loved that deck. That deck was fire. It made me actually enjoy playing Duel Links. And now it's bad. Anyway, Ojamas are jank. Plunders are definitely Rogue. They've stayed Rogue, and they will continue to be Rogue. Raid Raptors are... we'll put them in Rogue. Phantom Knights. I want to put them in Rogue, but they did see quite a bit of play, specifically in the OCG. I think that they are better than Cosmos. They're definitely not as good as Kaijus. Yeah, we'll put them there. Punk. Where do we put Punk? Punk has had several moments of playability as like a top tier strat. Have they ever really been better than Rogue though? No. Maybe for a little, but not much. Parasites are bad. Pearly has got to go in tier 1, right? Probably at the bottom of tier 1, but still in tier 1, right? Yeah. Seems like Punk needs support of another archetype. I mean, so do a lot of these. It's more so that even with that other support, I don't think it's ever been above Rogue, even with the other support. Like, you could argue right now that it's the best deck in Master Duel, but that's not true. You could make that argument, but you'd be wrong. If it's Gold Pride Punk, then top tier. Gold Pride Punk is Rogue, at best. Right now. Gold Pride Punk, right now, is at best Rogue. On release of the Gold Pride stuff, it was Rogue. It has not really popped above Rogue since the release of the Punk cards. That's the problem. Maybe for a little, but not for much. Cyframes have to go in Rogue because Gamma exists, and they were a jank deck that were actually playable and saw competitive success. But more specifically because of Gamma. Gamba. Performapals. Oh dear. They gotta go in tier 0, right? Let me just make sure that this is Performapal. Oh, sorry, I forgot the M. Yeah. No, hold on. Yes, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think we need to talk about the Performapal tier 0 emergency ban list lasted for 2 days. It was like a week, but still. We didn't want to do that. What is this? Archangel? What is this? What is the card's name? No. What are you? Air Knight. Air Knight. That's what they're called. Air Knights. I think I'll put them slightly higher because Parthstrath saw some play. There were a few other cards that saw some play. They weren't like terrible, but they weren't great. I do not... What is this? This is not a real Yu-Gi-Oh card. No idea what this is. If anyone knows, tell me. Prank Kids specifically were good because of the Adventure Engine and like a whole bunch of other things going really well for them in particular. They weren't ever... Are they a tier 2 deck is the question. Because they're definitely not tier 1, even though they were really good. I don't think that the archetype itself was incredibly strong. It was just like the fact that basically you could abuse the fact that things like DPE and the Adventure Engine really synergized well with this. Prediction Princess? I'm gonna say they're the top of tier 3. They were the best deck in both Master Duel and the TCG for a little, but it was mostly because of the other things around them, most notably DPE and the Adventure Engine. With those two, that really helped out the deck more so than the actual deck itself, which had been around for a while. Yeah. And yeah, I guess Meow Mew did help, but even then, I still think it's... I don't think it's above, like a tier above the rest of these. Anyway, Prediction Princess is bait. Okay, it's definitely jank. Not because they did anything good. True. Predaps, I'm going to put them in bait because for a really, really long time, they were just bad. And more recently, with Amblo, they've become a little bit better. Can you show me a deck for Pearly? sure. Go to YouTube. Type in Snowix. Not Seto Kaiba. What the fuck? Okay. Go to Snowix. This video right here. I talk about it for a while. Hello guys, and
I talk about my deck
choices and my deck building, and there's the list. And I go over every card. I can't do that right now, because we're doing this tier list. Orchist. Definitely the new top of tier 2. Right? Orchist is very good. Was the best deck in both the OCG and the TCG, but wasn't ever really dominant. It was kind of in a pseudo-contested meta. So yeah. Reptilian is jank. Red Eyes is jank. What is this? Resonator / Red Eye or Red Dragon Archfiend Turbo. I think it's slightly better than jank. Rescue. Fucking tier 0. Ooh. How high do I actually put up Rescue Cat and Rescue? How constant or consistent was the Red Eyes Metal FTK? Not very. Oh. Red Eyes does have Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. So, yeah, we'll put it slightly higher. But the rest of the archetypes still bad. The thing with Red Eyes is that the deck itself, as well as most of the entire archetype, is laughably bad. Like, some of the worst cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! And then they just print, like, Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. And you're like, what the fuck? And that's, like, the one card that's good. Like, okay. And I guess the fact that they're dragons does matter. Is it just cat? It's cat and rabbit, right? Rescue cat, rescue rabbit. Yeah, the rest of the archetype's not great, but there's not really that many other cards. So it's not like that matters. And these were so influential when they came out. And even now, Rescue Cat's still good. I gotta put it in tier 1. I'm gonna put it below Frogs, because it's definitely not better than Frogs, but Dear Lanta, is it? Is it ever so good? Is it better than Monarchs? No. Is it better than Dangers? Yes. Yes, it is. Absolutely. Salad. Salad is a solid tier 2. I'm going to actually just put it right next to Orchis. That seems to make the most amount of sense. It's also been the best deck, and has seen rogue play since then. Rockets. Rockets are weird, because technically Rockets aren't that great, but because of Dragon Link, they are decent. But Dragon Link is just basically Dragon Pile, which isn't really an archetype, but it is a deck, and Rockets do abuse it. Or, not abuse it, but are abused in it. I'm gonna put it above... Yeah, we'll put it above Math Mech. That's jank. Scrap. Scrap's rogue. Scrap is rogue. Same with Scareclaw. I was like, this is Tryhard. That's the only name I could think of. Runic. Are you tier 1 or are you tier 2? You're definitely tier 2. Definitely below Eldritch. Below Adamantipator. Not below Splash Mage. Right there. Boom. 6 Sam. Absolutely. Just tier 0. It was even tier 0 in Duel Links because Konami. Moving on, Rose Dragons. Rose Dragon saw a lot of competitive success with Halka Fibrax, being able to go special summon out the Adventure Griffin, go into Baron, then summon the tuner, and then still have the negate, and then link off the token and the tuner for Halka Fibrax, which was really strong. But more specifically as a deck, it's not great. But that was like one of the most dominant decks in a metagame. So there's that. Rika. Oh, Rika's interesting because right now plants are strong and plants have seen a lot of success, but Rika itself isn't necessarily the reason why plants are strong. It's one of, but it's not like the sole reason, and Rika has been particularly bad in the past. I'm going to put it in Rogue, but you could make the argument that it could go higher, and maybe you could argue tier 3, but in all honesty, I'm going to say it's Rogue. We've done you. We've done that one. Okay. Bad. Slightly better than bad. Sorry, slightly better than bad. Shadal. How high up on this list do we go? Are they better than Hero? Yeah. Are they better than Gadget? Yeah. Are they better than Cybers? Yeah. Are they better than Runic? No. No? Yeah. Are they better than Adamantipator? Yes. They're not better than Eldritch. Yeah? That seems to make sense to me. Shadal was the best. Well, I don't know. He was kind of in a triangle format, but I think it was more so the best deck than something like Cleafort or BA. At least in the TCG. Maybe you could argue BA was a little bit better. See, that's the thing. That's where it's hard. Because it's like, Shadal was dominant and playable for a while. And came back with tier, with additional cards being playable. And like things like Shadal Schism, being able to like promote it back. Oh, and also the Invoked Dogmatic Shadal stuff. Yeah. Maybe it is better than Eldritch. We'll put it above Eldritch. I think that makes the most amount of sense. Spriggans. Spriggans were actually really bad until more recently when they got the new set of Spriggans support. And then they became maybe Rogue. They're not bad. We'll put them in Rogue. This is the Simorphs, which besides Apex Avian, or not Apex Avian, besides Bird of Sovereignty, the rest of the Simorphs are really bad. Sky Striker. Oh, Sky Striker. Oh, Sky Striker. Where, in fact, do I put you? Do I put you higher than Shadal's? No. Maybe. No, I don't think so. I think you're... Are you better than Runic? You're kind of more of an engine similar to Runic. I think Runic's a little bit stronger of an engine. And has seen more... Has it seen more... Ugh. Where do you put Striker? Because Striker as an archetype... It's a really good engine. And has seen a lot of play as an engine. But fell out of the meta because of limitations, not necessarily because it's a bad archetype. But that does matter. Right? Ugh. It's definitely not better than Shadal. I'm gonna move this guy down. I'm gonna go with this. I'm gonna go say Striker is there. Yeah. Yeah, they had a lot that was limited and stuff like that. But it never felt like it was necessarily the archetype that, or yeah, it never really felt like it was the archetype. It was like it was good support for a bunch of other like broken shit, like Isolde and the like. And like having triple engage is just absurd. And triple, what's the other one? Hornet drones. Having triple engage and triple Hornet drones was just silly. Those cards are just dumb. But like the rest of the archetype is rogue, at best. But those two cards do exist as a good engine. Striker's so hard to place. Because it's like, it was the best deck. It did see a lot of competitive success. And it was splashable in a bunch of different archetypes. But then they took away the one card that did shit, and the deck died. Like, they limited a whole bunch of other stuff, and then they took away Engage, and the deck died. And the deck got back Engage, and it was still dead. So it's one of those things where it's like, was it just a matter of time until the deck inevitably just wasn't able to keep up? I don't know. It's hard to say. I'm gonna put it. I think it's here. I think it's here. I don't think it's better than Shadal. I think Shadal just. It had stronger shows when it was dominant and just continued to stay dominant, even through ban lists. Not really. Actually, I'm lying. I don't know. I feel like Shadal just is. Maybe I do put Striker higher. Maybe it is a tier above. Maybe it's better than Purley. Yeah. Striker's too good. I hate to admit it, but it is. Sharks are bait. Literally. I thought I did Fabled. The hell is this? That's Fabled, right? Is that not a Fabled card? What is that card? What are you? It's not Jinzo. It's not Vampire. I have no idea what this is. Is Dragon Ruler not on here? Yo, why are the Dragon Rulers not on here? That's cringe. I just noticed that. I was like, whoa, hold on. We don't have the Dragon Rulers? I guess they're technically not an archetype if you really want to think about it. But they definitely are. Sky Scourge? Oh, you're right. Sky Scourge. Yeah, there's like 5 cards in here. Yeah. Okay. Nah, they're jank. Spellbooks. Spellbooks were the second best deck in Dragon Ruler format. And then they died. I'm going to put them at the top of tier 3. Yeah, that seems good. I have no idea what this is. But I recognize the archetype. Your visual quality dipped? It's all good on my end. Don't know. Can't help you. Shiranui is bait. Slightly better than Rogue. Subterror, I'm gonna put in Rogue. There was a time where Subterror Guru control was like good. Moving on. Spiral. Better than Performapal, worse than Performapal. Definitely better. Honestly, better than Bestials, probably. They died. Sorry. Tier 0, emergency ban list, died, came back as a tier 1 deck. And then had another ban list hit them. So, yeah. There you go. Spiral. Do 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 boop do boop boop do boop 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 do boop. This has got to be TG, right? T.G. Yep, it's TG. TG is interesting. I'm gonna put him in Rogue. There was a stint of playability that they had where they were arguably the best deck in like late 5Ds. where they were just like a conga line of assholes. And that was it. See, this is what makes plants so difficult to rank, because it's always been just plant pile. So each individual plant archetype is like rogue, but the deck is better than that. Like, plants in general have been better throughout history, but I gotta put the Dryas, you know, genus loci plants at rogue at best. Sword Soul. I'm gonna put Sword Soul in tier 2. They were the second best deck for a while. They've been strong in OCG and TCG for ages now. We'll put them above above Drytron. Yeah, Sword Soul's been good. Zark. This isn't Zark. Who is this? No, this is Zark. Right? Sorry, hold on. Is it Z-Dog? What is this guy's name? Z-Arc. Oh. I was like, I know his name is Zark. No, it's Z-Arc. Fuck you. Oh, wrong button. These are technically Zark support cards. Oh no. Oh, these are all really good cards. Man, Zark is so bad, but the rest of these cards are crazy. I'm gonna put him in like tier 3. Do those count as Zark cards? I mean, yeah, technically. Oh gosh, that's painful. That's so silly. We'll put him in there. That's so weird. They flat out are the summon method for Zark? Yeah. Yeah. Sprite is an easy tier 1. But where? Above Danger. Above Rescue. Above Monarch? Below Monarch. Wild. Star Seraph is bait. This is Rose Witch or something like that. Rose Witch. Can't type. It's not. I lied. Is it Rose something or other? What is that? That's Sun Avalon? No. Oh my gosh, it is. Wait, but we already... Oh, we already did that. The Sun Avalon. Why is this also on here? What the... That's why I was so confused. I was like, we already ranked that one. Super Heavy. Super Heavy Samurai saw, like, half a second as a tier 1 deck in the TCG. It was a very strong tier 1 deck, but it was about half a second. And for the rest of its lifespan, it has been less than Rogue. However, it has had a longer stint in the OCG. I'm going to put it below Karakuri. Sure. That makes sense. These are bait, for the most part. Elswarm is really bad. Sylvans. Okay, Sylvans actually weren't all that good. It was mostly Soul Charge, but they still saw a lot of success. But Soul Charge was a thing. The main part of Plant Link. Yeah, we put them here. They're in Rogue. They're in Rogue. I mentioned this previously, but plants have been good throughout history, but it's a lot of like generic stuff that isn't archetypal. So if we're ranking specifically the archetypes, the actual archetypes aren't all that great individually. Like, Rika was really bad. prior to the Sun Avalon stuff coming along and kind of those two boosting each other. But, like, each individual archetype isn't great, if that makes sense. So, like, most of the plant stuff isn't great. But, like, together, it's like, yeah, you just put the best cards together and it worked. And it made it better, you know, kind of thing. Super Quant is bait. Trap Tricks, I want to say is bait because, you know, that's the point. But they're rogue. I don't know. They saw... I mean, kind of half format was Trap Tricks, but not really as much Trap Tricks as it was, like, just a pile of good cards at the time, with, like, Trap Holes and such. Rogue seems to make the most amount of sense. Time Thief, because of Redoer, will put it slightly higher than Jank. What is this? Therions. Therions can go into Rogue. Literal best deck ever printed. We're not going to discuss this too much, but I do want to discuss the fact that Tyr is the best deck that's ever been printed, with some of the best cards ever printed, and was the most dominant for the most amount of time, and is still, to this day, the strongest deck ever printed. Moving on. Thunder Dragons. Thunder Dragons can go squarely into Tier 2, probably above Goki, above Gemini? Nah, below Gemini. Right there. The tiers of the opponent. True. Toon. We already did Agents. Over... Where is it? Here. Time Lords are jank. Trains. Trains have a similar problem in that the actual similar problem to plants, in that the actual trains themselves are not great, but they do facilitate Earth Machine, which exists. I'm gonna put them I'm gonna put them a little bit higher. I think, no, because, like, Earth Machine by itself is rogue, so I feel like the archetypes themselves have to go down a little, because the archetypes by themselves, or the archetypes as a whole, aren't actually all that great. But the Earth Machine deck is a little bit better because it's taking all of the best parts and kind of putting them together to boost them up. There you go. Tindangle. There's jank. Tenyi. I want to put Tenyi in tier 3. Oh, this is interesting. No. Tenyis I'm going to put in tier 3 because with Sword Soul they're a little bit stronger. And they're basically always rogue by themselves, but because of the Sword Souls, they're a little bit stronger, and they're a little bit better. And yes, you could argue, like, oh, because of that, wouldn't Sword Soul have to be lower? But the thing is, like, Sword Soul was the deck. It was technically Sword Soul Tenyi, but it was, like, Sword Souls with some Tenyis as an additional engine. Similar to, like, Sprite, or, like, Branded, or something like that. So, rank 10s enable an OTK or Omni Protection. Yes. Correct. But think about it like this, right? The trains by themselves, not the Infinitrax. This is trains. This is not Infinitrack. No. Not Infinitrack. Infinitrack is this one. Different archetypes. They're different archetypes. Oh, that's the problem. That's the problem. These are trains. These are trains. These are Infinitracks. They are two different archetypes that facilitate Earth Machine. Earth Machine is a different deck. Two different, actually like 3 different archetypes. I put Machina up here, which is like the best cards. Where is Machina? Machina is like clear up here, which are like the best cards for Earth Machine. Earth Machine dies without Machina. But these two are decent and like rogue tier decks, but kind of worse than that, split apart. Like Infinitrax by themselves are bad. Trains by themselves are bad. They're like, yeah, they do have some stuff that they can do, but they're really not great. You put them together and they get better. But, anyway. So there's that. Tri-mid is really mid. Valkyries are really bad. What is this? This is not a real card. Is this Utopia? This has got to be Utopia, right? 100% this is Utopia. Right, it's gotta be some weird Utopia card. No shot it's not a Utopic. Huh? What do you mean? That's Utopia. What card is this? Huh? Hold on. That didn't help. Number colon. Number space colon. There we go. That didn't help. That didn't help. It's gotta be a number card, right? It's gotta be like a Utopic or something. Bruh. Here is the card. Is it a chaos number? What is it? This deck is too new. I feel like I genuinely can't rate it because I've not seen it at all. I guess we'll put it here for now. Is it... Oh, is it XZ? Oh, sorry, hold on. Or, is it ZW? I think it's ZW. Is that what they're called? No. It's not that. ZS? What are you? What is it? It's obviously a Utopic card. What are you? Okay, it's Utopic. We're just gonna say that it's Utopic because it's so very clearly that's what it is. Locals. Tri-Brigade. Tri-Brigade, I believe, should firmly go in tier 1, probably above Pearly. Here's the thing with Tri-Brigade. It was a tier 1 deck, and then it saw a bunch of play in facilitative strategies throughout its lifespan, and has continued to do so at a top tier level in Master Duel, in the TCG, and in the OCG. I don't think it's... Is it better than Striker? Actually, it might be better than like half of this shit on here. Because not only is it an engine, it's also been a deck, and a top tier deck at that. Similar in nature to Striker, but also better. Right? Because I feel like it's been a better engine. They're the Zexal weapons? Well, here's the thing. It hasn't been Utopic. And we didn't see it in ZW. Am I crazy? Yeah, it's not here. Is it this guy? What is it? I typed in Utopia. And it wasn't here. Like, it's not this guy. It's a different artwork. Is it like a spell card? I don't know. I don't know. I'm going crazy. It's something. It's something. It's Utopia something. Anyway, Tri-Brigade. Is it better than Sky Striker? Maybe. Maybe not. I'm just going to keep it there. Here it is. This is it. Let me scroll down. This one. Right here. There you go. It's not Earth's Arctic. It's got to be Utopia. Because, like, this is Utopia. Hope Harbinger. Or, no, not Hope Harbinger. I just don't know which one. Similar in nature to, like, the countless, Photon, Starliege Galaxy stuff. So we're just gonna leave it there and not care about it because it's fine and it doesn't matter, and we ranked Utopia, and that's probably what matters more. It's probably some random card named one of the Utopia attacks. Oh, probably, yeah. It's Utopia. It's fine. Unchained. Unchained is interesting because for a long time it was like Rogue at best. And now it's the best deck only in the TCG. And only more recently. And in the OCG, it's only really seeing play in Labyrinth, which is like the 5th best deck. So do I put it in like tier 3 or do I put it in tier 2? It's definitely above Rogue now. And while it being the best deck, I guess we'll put it in tier 2. I guess that makes a bit more sense. It's definitely better than... Is it definitely better than Rescue Ace? No. Is it better than Naturia? No. Is it better than Gem Knights? No. Thunder? No. Goki? No. Infernoble? Yes. There we go. I'm gonna put Constellar lower. Constellar is way too fucking high. Same with Gladbeast. Gladbeast is way too high. Okay, I lied. It's not. It's just too high for... Goki should be higher is what I'm saying. UA is slightly better than Jank. Vanquish Soul. I almost said Virtual Soul. Vanquish Soul is Rogue. It's been Rogue in the TCG basically its entire lifespan. And it's been... It has had a time as like the second or not second or third, but like as a tier 2 deck in the OCG. So maybe it should go a little bit higher. But I think Rogue is fair. Vampires. I wish Vampires were better, but they are kind of just bait. Trickstar. Trickstar can go in tier 3. It was part of like Trickstar Sky Striker stuff, and like Trickstar just in general. Mostly as Rogue. Did see some play at like the top of the metagame, but not much. It's so funny that it's expensive despite being Rogue. They made like all the cards high rarity. Which one? Utopia? What deck are you talking about? I talked about like 5 decks. So I don't know which one you're talking about. I can think of the individual card name for this. It's Zenmaity. What is it? Windups. Oh my gosh. Oh, Vanquish Soul. Yeah. I mean, yeah. The thing is, with Vanquish Soul, it was kind of known, at least in the TCG, that it was going to be at least decent, at least Rogue, because it was good in the OCG, and it was like a fan favorite. People were like, oh, I'm so excited for this. This is Windup. Windup goes in tier 2. Probably above Machina, but not much else. Warrock. Weather can go slightly above that. What is this? Spawn. No. What is this called? Revendred. Thank you. Revendred. Virtual World. Virtual World saw a lot of play in the OCG. Yeah, I'm gonna put it above Sword Soul. Above Flu? No. Yeah. No, below Flu. But definitely above Altergeist. Windup's had funny hand discard loops, but what then? Well, I mean, it was the best deck for a while, with the funny hand loops, as well as with a myriad of other things. It had several moments where just like Zenmaity, and that was kind of it. But like Zenmaity saw play prior to it becoming a meta deck. And then it was a like resource spam deck with Zen something or other. What was it called? Oh, Zenmaity. Yeah. So I had like Zenmaity stuff. Zenmaity loops and what have you that would like link spam. There's been several instances where it's been like a tiered deck, and then there was a moment where I believe it was the best deck. Virtual Worlds was a way to summon very fun dragon. After that, I remember seeing vids on VidWorld disappearing overnight. Virtual World definitely didn't disappear overnight in the OCG. It also didn't disappear overnight in Master Duel as well. It was still a good deck and still top tier. It did get pushed out of the meta eventually, but it went from the best deck to like tier 3. So like, yeah, it definitely dropped, but it was still like, it was the best deck. Yes, it was because of Very Fun Dragon, which is why it's not higher on the list. But like, in the OCG, it stuck around a lot longer. Mostly because Very Fun Dragon was still around, but like, they did hit several of the other cards as well. So, Virtual World, it's definitely still strong. What is this? This is a Warhammer character. This is not Yu-Gi-Oh! Excuse me. What are you doing here? You're a Warhammer character. Reptile, go there. You go there. What the fuck are you? Is this Vylons? Vylons goes there. Oh gosh, what is this? What is this? What are you? You're not real. This is definitely a warrior. What warrior is this? Let me just go warrior. Clear. It's gotta be like a fire, right? Oh, sorry. Oh, is it the level 5 guy? Oh, that'd be interesting. They're not in Master Duel, are they? That's Valence? No. No, it's not. I don't know how to spell Valence. How do you spell Valence? Oh, there's a Y in there. Oh my gosh, it is. Sure. Valence. Alright, cool. That's a Warhammer character, and you can't tell me otherwise. They used him instead of the girl Valence? Yep. Oh, that has happened several times on this list. I mean, Utopia. This should just be Utopia. But instead... What is this card? Does anyone know what this card is? I have no idea. I've seen it before. I don't know where, but I have. World Chalice is not even rogue. Question. Hold on. This matters. World Chalice does include the Guard Dragons. It's not Infernoid. We've already done Infernoid. I guess it could be a secondary Infernoid. Let me check. Hold on. Infernoid. Oh my gosh, it is. But we already did this guy. Onoku's already on here. Oh my gosh. I hate that. It makes me think it's another archetype, and I'm like, no, but I've seen this before. It wasn't for me. Anyway. Okay. If I type in World Legacy, the Guard Dragons should pop up, right? Like, Pisty should be in here. Am I wrong? I'm wrong. I am incorrect. But then, there's not an archetype for Guard Dragons. We haven't had that. Like, that's not an archetype that's popped up. So, my question is, do I count the World Legacy with Guard Dragons? I got it, right? Like, this is World Legacy Guard Dragons. It's Ib, it's stuff like that. I gotta put it higher, right? I'm gonna put it above Naturia, because Naturia is very similar in nature in the way that it works, which is basically you use its overpowered extra deck monsters, and that's similar for World Chalice. Ib, the Guard Dragons, Honestly, I should probably put this higher now that I'm thinking about it. Honestly, probably higher than Splash Mage. Splash Mage should definitely go down. Let's be honest with ourselves. Isn't World Trials and Crawlers connected by card name or searchability? I think so? That's the problem with the World Chalice archetype, or like the whole storyline. It's similar in nature to like the Despia branded stuff. Because technically Despia is also searchable, or like has cards that search out like the branded stuff, and branded can kind of use the Despia stuff, but not, it like can't search out the Despia. Yes. Basically. They're basically the same thing. So I'm gonna put this higher. Yeah. We'll put, yeah. Sure. Yeah, we'll put it, yeah. Okay. Witchcrafters, sorry, they're not great. I thought we already did volcanics. Are these the new volcanics? Hold on. Go to this. Oh shit. Wrong one. Wrong website. Master Mater. Mater. Master Duel. What am I looking up? I'm looking up volcanic. Volcanic. I think these are the new volcanic cards, right? Which is technically an archetype we've already done. Yeah, it is. Okay. I did it again. This is an archetype we've already done. So, that's fine. Wind Witches were part of Invoked when Invoked was was at like the very start and did push Invoked to be good. But I'll just put it in Rogue. Ubella's been bad. It's Monkey Man. It's Zodiac. Oh, this is the card we used for Zodiac? Bitch. Bitch, if you don't... It's Zodiac, check. This is Zodiac. I know that monkey. You cannot tell me that that is not Hammer Kong. Because it is. Also, Dryden's over there. Not even Dryden. This is... Look, some of the pictures are not the greatest. For example, Bouncer, for some reason, isn't using Photon Strike Bouncer, which is... I just saw him over here. Don't know why, but alas. What is this? What is this? What is this? This is zombie something. It's zombie something. I know that. It's a trap card, right? No, it's a spell. No, it is a trap. It's a trap. Yeah, it's this one. Return of the Zombies. Why the fuck did I know that? Why did I know that? It's Return of the Zombies. There you go. Zombies have been pretty on and off. They've been really bad sometimes. They've been pretty good at other times in Yu-Gi-Oh! So yeah, Rogue seems pretty good. Generic zombie. The problem that I have is that Gang Zings came after zombies, so that's what threw me off ultimately. This is... something. Probably. This looks like a bee. Or a bug of some kind. What is this? Crystron? Is it... Oh, R. I forgot the R. Whoops. Crystron. No. Though we haven't done Crystrons, which is surprising. Did I miss Crystrons? Did they use some random card for Crystrons? Is this isn't Crystron. See, this is Super Quant. Oh my gosh. No, this is Heroic Challenger. What are you? What? Huh? I have no idea. Huh? Yeah, I don't know. X Sabers. Sorry, hold on. Where did I put that? shoot, I just put it down. There it is. I guess we'll put them here. Ugh, no, they've mostly been bad. We did do B troopers. I think I put them in rogue somewhere. They're hiding in here. Oh, there they are. Yosenju is a bait. Yangzing. Yangzing's been top tier several times, mostly due to the extra deck monsters, but it has been top tier. Definitely better than Phantom Knights. And dinos. This is just generic dinos. I gotta put them like high on the list because they've been meta several times. So we'll go better than Shadal? Better than Labyrinth. Yeah. Surprisingly, Crystron's not on here, which is a bit odd. Because Crystron would go pretty high, like tier 3. Mostly, and almost solely, because of Crystron Halkafibrax. Okay. And then the rest of these, we've already done. So there's that. We've done, yeah. We've done Despot, we've done Volcanics, we've done Infernoids, Sulfurcord, Diabellstar, Sunvine, Agent. Cool. So, is there something we want to change? Tier 0 looks good. I think I'm going to move Spiral above Max C. Spiral's just so insane. I mean, realistically, the rest of the C archetype is terrible, but Max C is so meta-defining that you could say that it's like tier 0, like the best of the tier 0. So maybe I move this down to compensate for the other Cs. Yeah, we'll just leave it there. It's fine. It doesn't really matter. It's Max C. I also like not using Max C for the C archetype. Do I move Zodiacs? I think I move Zodiacs above C as well. Because this one also really did transcend the Roach. The rest kind of didn't. Kashtira is it better than Branded? It was more dominant, but does that mean that it was historically better? Maybe. I think Kashtira is too high. I think I put Frogs at the top. No, because Frogs were only really an engine. They weren't really ever a standalone deck. I'm going to actually put them below Monarchs. Do I put Monarchs higher? Do I put Monarchs at the top and put Branded here? Like this? That seems to make more sense to me. Kashtira is really good. No, because Kashtira also had Fenrir as like an engine. Okay, or not. Sure. Wasn't there a frog at OTK? FTK, yeah. Yeah, I guess there's that. So it's probably better than Branded. Is it better than Monarch? No. Maybe it is. Maybe Frog's tier 0. I think it is. Because it did... Because, I mean, the Frog FTK was basically a tier 0 deck. Yeah. Yeah. Sure. We'll do that. Cat, Danger. I think Danger is too high. Gonna put it below BA. Blackwings are definitely too high. No, Blackwing. I'm gonna put Blackwings actually above Cat. Yeah. Adventure. Diabellstar. I don't like how high up this one is because we haven't seen what it does in the TCG, so I'm actually gonna put it below Runic, simply because, as of right now, yes, it's really good in the OCG, and it's likely to be very good in the TCG. We don't actually know, and we haven't had it in Master Duel either, so it's hard to definitely say one way or the other. So I'm going to put it in Tier 2 because it is very, very strong in the OCG. But yeah. Digital big gimmicky is a chance of hurting yourself compared to the rest. The problem is, the thing with Dangers is that not only is it a good deck individually, like it's been a top tier deck, like as Dangers, but it's also been part of some of the other best decks in Yu-Gi-Oh's history, like Tier, etc. Like Dark World, like, you know, Danger Dark World, Deep Draw, and stuff like that. Like, there have been a lot of moments where not only has this been an engine, but it's also been like a crucial part of another top tier strategy. Like, Dangers are just really, really strong. Yes, they are, or they can be detrimental, but the thing is, like, so can a lot of other archetypes, right? Like, so can Sprite by locking you into 2s, right? So can Adventure by preventing you from using your normal summon effects, right? And stuff like that. Anyway. True King is good. Where it is. Infernity. I think Infernity is a little bit too high. Probably above Pearly. Probably above Tri Brigade? No, probably actually below Tri Brigade now that I'm thinking about it. Invoked, Sky Striker, Tri Brigade, Infernity, Pearly. Yeah, Pearly at the bottom of Tier 1. That makes sense. Orchist. Should Orchist move up to Tier 1? No. I think Labyrinth... Is Labyrinth too high? No, it's been good since its release. Yeah, okay. Dark World, Eldritch, Runic, Guard Dragon, Gadget. I'm just gonna remove this guy. We don't need multiple things for Gadget. Hero, True Draco, ABC, Zector, yeah. Rescue Ace seems a bit high. But I guess it does make sense. It's best deck in OCG. It was like second or third best deck in the TCG for a while. Even now it's still like top 5, top 6. Splash Mage feels too high. Because it's not really a deck, it's more of an engine. And it's just kind of like Cyber Squid stuff. Which throughout history hasn't been, like, really that good. It's been good, but not, like, really that good. Orcust, here's the thing. Orcust was the best deck, but it was always contested. It was never, like, the definitive best deck. Right? Like, there was a lot of things that... Yeah, like, you could do the one-card combo, and it was kind of a good engine, but not really, because you did kind of have to commit a lot of your resources to Orcust. But it was mostly like Orcust was either paired with like Sky Striker or something like that, or it was contested in its best deck slot by the rest of TOS format, or like Salamangreat or what have you. That's why these two are right next to each other, because they kind of like interchanged who was at the top. Anyway, Naturia, Geminites, Thunder Dragons. Should Thunder Dragons be lower? Honestly, probably. Yeah, we'll put them there. Goki, Glad Beast, Unchained. Unchained seems too high. No, I guess it's fine. It's literally the best deck now in the TCG, and it's decent in the OCG. Yeah. I hate that this is the card from Machina, because every time I see it, I'm like, this is a bad card, and I want to get rid of it. Yeah, that's all good. Tier 3, Spellbooks, Pranks, Yangzing, Phantom Knights, Cosmo, Magic Spectre, Karakuri, Super Heavy, Mermail, Lunalight, Agent, Dogmatica, Rocket. Rocket should probably be higher. Yeah, Rocket should definitely be higher. Higher than Cosmo, but lower than Phantom Knights. Mathmech, DDD. Stardust Assault is way too high, or at least in its tier. Adagnister. Adagnister also is too high. Bujins are also too high. Cyber Dragon, Leerlusk, Code, Zark, Fire Fist. I'm gonna move Fire Fist and Fartires down. I'm gonna move Trap Tricks or Trick Stars up. Probably to Code Talkers. Yeah, yeah, that looks good. And then the rest of these are not ordered, so I don't care. Does Adagnister change any when you use it as a backup plan for Mathmech? Yeah, kind of. The thing with Adagnister is that as an archetype, it's mostly used with like Adagnister Rival Cybers and stuff like that, with like Cyber stuff, and Cyber stuff has been good for a while. So most of the stuff that's like Cybers happens to be pretty top tier, right? Though I do think Adagnister is probably lower than this. It's good, but it's not that good. Yeah, I'm actually gonna move this down a tier entirely into Rogue. Because it's good, but it's never really been above Rogue. Maybe for a little. Yeah, no. I guess it was meta for a little with like Mathmech stuff. I don't know. We'll say it's that. Anyway, that's going to be it for this list and for this stream. I hope that you guys did indeed enjoy it. If you did, I'd like to very much appreciate it. And if you want to check out more content like this as well as more Yu-Gi-Oh, then just be sure to subscribe. And thank you guys so much for watching. And remember to always stay frosty. Bye-bye. Oh, real quick, I'll just quickly scroll through the list. You can pause wherever you want.